Okay, so last time on Dragon Ball Z,
And
you went to the merchant, Bildrath's Mercantile. You tried not to get into a fight with two Vistani and the owner, Bildrath, and his hunky-looking stock boy, Periwimple. Um,
my name is Selkar.
nope, not that. We know what you look like right now. Well, you know what you look like right now. Anyways, after some like words were thrown here and there, Laszlo eventually did drop his disguise because he walked into the shop looking like Strahd still. That didn't go over so well with the Vistani people, as they kind of just immediately saw him as like a false prophet, idol, whatever you want to say. And yeah, told him to put it down or whatever, to drop the disguise or leave. And he said he was going to leave, drop the disguise, and then bought stuff. Yeah, you all noticed that the things that were for sale were pretty expensive. And basically, the owner just said, if you really want it, you'll pay for it, and left it at that. So some of you bought some things, some of you didn't buy some things. Yeah, you did also talk to the two Vistani. Well, you talked to the larger Vistani, with the red cloak. Ilaria spoke to him quite a bit, asking certain questions. He basically just proclaimed that like Strahd is kind of his leader, or his lord in a way, and that they work for him. They're under contract with him, basically. Um, and yeah, you didn't get a ton of information from him. You tried to see if he would join you, and I think upon like insulting him and just wasting his time, he kind of hand waved you and left. After that, you did your trading, bargaining, and whatnot with Bildrath. You went to the Burgermeister house, where you kind of consoled Irina a little bit finally, because she was basically just kind of a mute. And you did kind of toss back and forth how long you should stay there. It was still like mid-morning, so you decided to do a short rest. And at that time, all of you did roll hit dice and regain some things. And Irina also provided you with a map of Barovia that was stored away, she found in the house. Then you left there, but not before asking her about, well, she mentioned Granny, who she said was an old lady that would wander Barovia and sell her dream pies or pastries. You couldn't find any sign of Granny inside the town, and found her tracks. Adric actually found her tracks leading away from town, and towards the west, which in way is the same direction that you need to go to Valaki, or Valaki, depending on who basically says it. So on your way to Valaki, you went through some farm and fields. Selkar noticed some really creepy scarecrows, but decided to press on, and then started to see some of them drop from their poles. At the sight of that, you all just booked it and just ran away from the farm fields as fast as you could to like a bridge, basically, where they didn't seem to follow you. You made it past this bridge and over to like a forest area. So I'm actually going to bring up the map to kind of give you a little bit more.
Why break the poor farmer's scarecrows?
Yeah, exactly. They were probably high-end scarecrows if they
I
did
know,
all that.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
Farmer might get mad at us.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to bring this up. There's a handout for the map for all of you that ever need to consult the map. It is in the handouts now, and that is the map of Barovia. And yeah, but can I show to players? Can y'all see it right now? No, you can't. Show to players. Can you see it on the screen though?
Not on the screen. No,
Okay.
it popped up. It popped up a thing.
I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I gotta make sure that I don't give y'all the one that has everything on it. All right, here we go. So yeah, this is basically when it loads. It's about to pop up when it loads. This is basically the map, whereupon Oh, it popped up there. Gotcha. Yeah, you can close that other one. This is basically the map that Irina has given you. Um, and so, for instance, let's say, so you are obviously here in the village of Barovia. You went down southwest to this bridge, escaping the fields from the scarecrows. And then right here is basically where you decided to make camp, where everything was starting. It was starting to get dark, and you're trying to find a safe place to camp. Um, that is where you discovered the doll, the notorious doll that just
And other things.
set and other things, but most notably the doll for sure. This doll was, yeah. Where is that picture?
Yep. I was gonna say where's.
No picture.
Yes.
I'd
Gotta
like
put
to
it
see
up.
it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna put it on here. Yeah, you discovered the doll, and Ilaria discovered the doll, and wanted to immediately burn it, basically. Um, after y'all were discussing what to do with this doll, Laszlo snuck over and actually took some items that were next to it. There was a bundle of cloth next to it. He grabbed the bundle of cloth, and it revealed this, which is, I'm just going to upload everything. It revealed this to be within the bundle of cloth, which was a robe that had lots of different patches on it. So, also when he pulled up that robe, a little tiny glass jar, dropped from inside of it, which Selkar, you've already identified, which is this little guy right here. But you've already identified that to be the, what's it called? Kyog. Let me double check.
I got it here somewhere.
Yeah, Kyogtum's ointment. So you've already identified that. So basically, you already have the notes of that, but basically it is a glass jar, 3 inches in diameter. It has 2 doses of a thick mixture, in which you can apply ointment that can regain a creature's hit points, and they cease to be poisoned and are cured of any disease. That. You have 2, it has 2 applications of that. Alright, cool. So moving on. Couldn't really decide what to do with the doll, but after Laszlo picked up the robe and started messing around looking at it, Selkar went to go pick up the doll.
After everyone had their back turned.
Basically, yeah. Everyone was doing, I don't know, they were looking at something. Selkar picked up the doll. There seemed to be no immediate reaction until he started to realize that his hands and arms seemed to have aged quite a bit as wrinkles and age marks started to pock the flesh. He did look at his own reflection and saw that it was himself, but aged quite a bit of years. And surprisingly, no one else could see this. It was just Selkar. He didn't feel old. He didn't sound old to anyone, but he sees himself as this withered old man.
I did the Russian.
What's that?
I did the Russian folk dance, and my hips didn't hurt. It seemed fine.
Yeah, everything seemed fine. You just, you know. So cool. After all of that, y'all decided to move away from that area because you just didn't like it. Seemed to be a bad area. So, you all, man, am I gonna have to keep that up? Probably. You all moved slightly over here until it became very dark. Whereupon you made camp. You did not make a campfire, and you all started sharing shifts for watch. All of you having dark vision made it pretty adequate that you could see anything moving around in your close proximity. Everything seemed to be going well until Selkar. And who else took the shift with Selkar?
I think it was Ilaria.
Ilaria, okay.
Was it right, Ilaria?
Okay, but Selkar is the one that noticed the things based on the roll. So yeah, Ilaria and Selkar both noticed lots of little glittering eyes throughout the treetops, which is a little bit odd because there was no light source for them to glint off of. Selkar noticed two eyes much larger and wider apart from the distance to the north. As he was observing this and trying to wake others, something very large attacked from the south from above. That thing is...
A vampire bat.
is where I now put you. That thing
Big pointy teeth.
is this. Yeah, so large bat-like creature with fangs and talons racing at all of you. So basically at this point you've all been woken up by Selkar or Ilaria. So I will need all of you to roll initiative as these creatures all converge upon you.
Sorry, hang on, I'm coming. Where's my token? There.
Oh, that's how I
Can't
do it.
select my token. Oh, yes, I can. It's just not showing stuff. That's fine.
Is that not it?
Right. Now we get into it. Zoom out a little bit because I can barely see everything. Okay, and I need to grab this for the session. Cool.
Wait, did I roll Torvins somehow?
I'm not looking at. How would you roll Torvins? I mean,
I don't know. I tried.
If yeah, something went
Well,
wrong.
no, I clicked mine. Let me see if it does it. It did it again. This is mine, though.
That's your token?
Wait, hang on.
I'll take that 23.
No, it says Torvin. I'm clicking my token. Unless...
I'll take that 5.
It's weird. I mean, I'll change it to the 8, obviously.
That's weird.
But yeah, that's weird.
Wait.
Torvins hasn't changed except for the 2, so...
Okay. Weird. I don't know.
Your name's Torvin now.
I guess. Give me your character sheet. It's mine now.
Alright, cool. So, let me put this up here. Alright, so at the time, this creature was already converging in. So it is going to... So basically, as all of y'all awake, all of you have dark vision. It's very dark, obviously, so you're seeing everything in shades of gray. You do see their red ruby eyes gleaming all around you as you're basically surrounded by swarms of bats, much like what you already faced when you saw Strahd for the first time. Except this time there is a massive bat, large bat, with, you know, at least an 8-foot wingspan that is converging down onto Selkar. And Selkar...
Dies. Where's my ranger?
Immediately.
Yeah. Poof, turns into a ranger.
Man. Alright. Where's the thing here? I changed some stuff, so let me just double check here.
Did you change Adric's name to Torvin?
I did. Yeah, I just wanted to fuck with everybody, so accomplished. Definitely. Did good there. One thing.
Can I cast Smite now?
Yes. Except your gods hate you, so you'll probably smite yourself. Yeah. So sorry.
Wait, are you saying you're the? You're saying you're one of his gods?
I'm all of his gods.
It's technically true.
everybody else in the world or everyone else in the world. What's the name of that?
What?
I don't know.
I'll send it to you.
Sorry, I'm having to
do,
change something real quick.
I'll re-roll my new character as a Pact of the DM Warlock. I just ask, hey Matt, can I have my spell slots back?
You get
Just
inspiration
fourth
just for
wall break.
saying my name.
Thanks, Matt. Who's Matt? He's my god, obviously.
Is he an awesome god?
Does he give me my spell slots?
I don't think I
We have a
used
very
any spell slots
contentious
last time.
relationship.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so that's there. Oh, wait, I messed that up. That's a 3, not a... Oh, I should probably put a number after that, too. Sorry, I had all this, and then I forgot that I had to change something because I feel like it was too strong. So you're welcome for what I'm doing.
It was too strong.
It was
Oh god.
strong, so I'm weakening it. Okay, yeah, so it is going to try to attempt to attack Selkar. So also I should point out, if it has the yellow little blips on them, they're at least, they are 10 feet above. So this one's going to swoop down and not be 10 feet above because it's attacking Selkar. Selkar's AC, I think you're 18.
18, that's correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So this thing, this large bat comes down screeching from the heavens, and attempts to one of its lower legs, the talons, try to scratch at you, but you're able to withstand that, not take any damage, and then its paw comes down and tries to bite at you, and it misses as well. So, for you, that is very good. But, oh wait, nope. Let me double check something. I have to double check. All right, Laszlo, you're up. Okay. Yep, Laszlo, your turn.
Alright, so I think I'm just going to shoot the arrows at the big bat thing.
Okay, shoot the arrows. Shoot all of the arrows at it. Okay. Yeah. You have a crossbow? You switched to your crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
interesting.
I was just looking, and I have 20 bolts, so I figured I might as well try that.
Sure, you're proficient with it. Why not? Yeah, you can roll damage. You hit it with that 22. Yeah. Cool. 9 piercing damage. All right. Yeah, one of your bolts sails southward and impacts the creature that could not hit Selkar for 9 piercing. So you just see it basically hit one of the wings and pierce through it. It basically just screeches at you and stares at you. It doesn't like you.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to move back here.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Ilaria, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna go for this guy. Oh, very
Oh, I thought you were out of spell slots.
Matt-
Oh, you get one more.
well, okay, I'm doing a level 1s is how I only have level 1s left.
That's fine. It's three magic missiles. Okay.
I'm completely out of level 2s, but I do have some level 1s left.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so that's at the big bat, I'm guessing?
This guy.
Oh, this guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 2, 5, so 12. With 12 damage, you're... Oh, yeah, so This is so Ilaria. You can change your magic missile like with flavor, so you can say like what kind of arcane. They don't have to be missiles. Like you could turn them into something, whatever else. I mean, you're a dragon woodland sorcerer thing, so you can change them into anything. So I'll say for this instance, and then you can come up with whatever next time. So basically, like these purple, because you love purple so much.
I love
Unicorns.
These purple glowing. No, I'm gonna go with leaves, not unicorns. Leaves. She's a woodland elf or
Got
whatever.
it.
So yeah, these large, like basically you're like freaking razor leaf in this guy. But stop shaking your head, Adric. God, so much judgment coming from this little tiny cam screen here. Every time I say something, he's just like, I don't like that. Anyways, yeah, so you sprout these 3 purple leaves that go singing towards stop it! They go singing towards this swarm of bats and just bombard them. You see several of the bats from this swarm fall down to the ground, and it is actually I need to mark that because you've taken out at least half of them just from that hit. So I'm gonna mark it with the red actually.
You guys don't
So,
need.
what else do you want to do?
I'm gonna move right there.
Over there. All right, yeah, let's group up. Get an AOE attack going. Let's do it. Selkar.
Okay. Where am I? I'm there, right next to a big fucking bat.
Yeah, it's real scary looking. But you, I mean,
Who-
you held your own so far.
Who has been damaged?
No one.
Correct?
No one.
No, I meant the bat has been damaged. Right
Yeah.
next to a bat who has been damaged. Got it.
Yeah, that
okay.
one has been damaged. Yeah, true. There's a hole.
Okay.
There's a pretty big hole in one of its wings.
Perfect. Okay, so I am going to. Hold on. Let me check one thing, and then I will know. Yeah, I'm gonna do a toll the dead on him.
Okay.
Let me toll the dead for him.
What save is that?
No.
Wisdom?
DC Wisdom, I'm pretty sure. Spells, toll the dead. Wisdom, yes.
Wisdom.
Oh, fucking one. You know, I gotta turn that roll off so I can roll it, so I don't see the fact that, you know, a 1d8 was higher than my 1d12. It just would make me feel better not to
Well,
have
he
that there.
saves actually.
Oh,
So
well.
it's good in
no.
this case, right? Isn't
No?
Isn't it good? I thought, yeah, because your D8 rolled better than your D12, so isn't it better?
No, if he saves, it's no damage.
Oh, that's only if he's taken damage prior. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he has no damage,
hit
it's a
your
1d8.
DC, so he saves.
Yeah, then he's good.
He got a 13.
Then no damage taken.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So,
you're Toll of the Dead.
And I don't think I want to use a bonus at this time. No, go ahead. I'm out. And I'm not going to move. I'm going to hold my shield up and hope it helps.
All right. Cool. Laszlo, Ilaria, Ovok, all of you see another large creature come from the north. So I don't know if y'all remember, but Selkar, you did see large glowing eyes come from the north, where in fact now the creature comes in, and it has movement enough to get in there for sure. It is going to add itself to the initiative roll, and it's at 16 because I rolled myself. Okay, cool. And it is going to go for Ilaria. And I'm pretty sure 23 hits. Ilaria, I need you to do a strength saving throw for me.
Kick ass, Ilaria.
Let's see. Where is my saving throws?
Ooh, one under. One under, unfortunately.
Take a look at her strength save. It's a -1.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's
So she would have been fine.
1 under. Okay, well, she's not dead, so it's fine. Yeah, so basically this huge bat creature comes down, swoops down, singles out Ilaria, and with its talons, Ilaria, you take 7 slashing damage. Not only that, it picks you up. The claws sink into you, it picks you up and begins to fly away. So Ovok and Laszlo, you both can take your reactions if you wish to try to strike at this creature as it moves with Ilaria, out of your swing distance.
So I'll take an action and let me just think about what I'm going to do.
Same.
Yeah, so basically you would be seeing Ilaria getting picked up from this large bat creature and starting to be carried off.
What do you think, dude? Should we put her out of her misery?
To the north.
What are the cordon arrows?
I don't know, man. That's not going to help you. Those are mines. They're basically mines. You have a reaction right now, so basically you can do a melee attack. You could try to grab Ilaria to stop her probably from moving away. Or yeah, you can just attack the creature before it moves out of your reach.
So can I use one of my ropes to tie to her real quick?
Nope.
No?
Not enough time. You can either reach out, try to grab her, or attack the creature, basically.
So Ovok, why don't you try and grab her, because you're bigger than me. And then our attack the beast, and maybe it will let go of her.
So question. I have a Pitten. Can I use that to try to lasso the thing?
No, you wouldn't have enough time to start switching out weapons and going through your bag to find your Pitten and all that jazz.
And tie it and
you don't have time to
wind it up.
You have time to reach literally. Well, Laszlo, you don't even have time to grab your sword really. So you can Laszlo can either reach for it or do a melee attack on it with your claws.
Well, don't I still have my crossbow in my hand?
You do, but it doesn't. That doesn't provoke the opportunity attack in this case.
Okay, so I still say, Ovok, if you want to grab her, and then I attack it with the claws.
Hell.
Well, okay. I don't think it's.
Y'all don't have a ton of time to talk about.
Yeah, I know.
So...
This is getting really meta. I am definitely gonna try to grab her.
Reaction.
Yeah, just say what you like. I'm telling you that your companion's getting pulled away. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out and try to grab her so she doesn't get carried away and possibly eaten, maybe worse.
Okay. Do a dex check for me, just to see how quick you are to grab her. Laszlo, your claws miss. The dex, that's a save, but even with the 18 out of the 20.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, it's fine. It's still going to be +2, right? You're not proficient in dex saves, so...
No. No.
Okay. Even with the 18, you are able to grab her, which stops... So it's still holding her... So let me go ahead and mark this. So she is still grappled, and it is still holding her. And they are in the air, but you have a hold of her currently. So it's not able to... It stops moving, basically. It looked like it was going to be able to move her away, and you stopped her. So that's what happened. So with that, we're going to go over here to these little swarm of baddies. And they're going to go straight for Senor Adric here. He's right there. Also, these are swarms, so I should probably let y'all know that it's actually going to be over Adric. So luckily that actually works. So you can see Adric's name, but the swarm is on top of him. So they can share the same token, or the same 5 feet space. Alright, so this swarm is going to attack Adric. And it's going to load one day. Is that messing it up? Oh no, it's fine. Okay. Anyways, 16, Adric. What's your AC?
17.
Beautiful. So all these little tiny bats just kind of swarm around you, and you're just like keeping them off, just punching them, putting your rapier around, stabbing some, trying to do whatever you can to keep their little fangs off of you. So you're good there. Ovok, it is now your turn. You do have, you currently have Ilaria in your grasp right now.
All right.
You still have full actions and everything. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I have actions, but I can't attack, right? Because I'm holding her.
No. You have full action. So basically, if you attack, you're going to let go of her.
Yeah. Will he still be frozen? Will he be frozen in place while I do my attacks, or will he just move away?
It's not his turn, so I will say that he's not going to move away. I'll give you that knowledge. He is 10 feet off the ground, though, so it's going to be kind of hard to attack him. Ilaria's not anymore. I can say that.
What is it grabbing her by? Like her entire body or by a limb?
Her shoulder. It has her where it clawed her into her shoulder. It's got one like big, nasty-looking claw, like not claw, but whole entire hand, bat hand, whatever you call them. Those things. What are they called?
Feet.
Yeah, feet. It's got a foot on her shoulder. That sounds menacing.
Gross.
Oh man, that's an image. There's the bat and okay.
Let's not make it an image.
Ilaria, how attached are you to that arm?
Well,
like emotionally.
It's got her by the
Air to Midland.
To the left side of your torso, I should say.
like right now, I'm very attached to all of it. Let's keep it that way.
Okay. Oh God! See, the problem is everything I have ability-wise is damaged. Let me try to think this one through. Wait, well, I have an action now. So can I try this pitting thing now?
Sure. I forgot what you're trying to do.
I was gonna try to lasso it around its neck.
Well,
Okay.
that's like a climbing spike. It's like one of those things you.
Oh, I was thinking it was one of the.
I mean, you could spike it.
No, you're right. I'm thinking it was like a grappling hook for some reason.
Chuck it at its face.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's not.
No, it'd probably take your turn to even tie the rope to the pitten, really. So, an action is to interact with one object. So.
Ooh, climb up Ilaria and punch the thing in the face.
Can I mount this thing like a dragon?
You can try.
Why did you use that word?
Okay, so this is the only thing I can possibly think to do besides trying to fight it, and I'm pretty sure I can't kill it in a turn. So I'm going to latch myself onto it.
All right, so you're going to
jump on it, yeah.
Top. So you're gonna jump onto Ilaria's other shoulder, probably, or maybe on his foot, and then get. Okay, so
I would like to mount the bat, please.
So, all right, do acrobatics check.
It can't carry us all.
Acrobatics check. No, that's fine. This is interesting.
Airspeed velocity of a laden bat. What is the airspeed velocity of a laden bat?
Yeah, that doesn't work out so well. Yeah, so you attempt to try to climb it. And unfortunately, you do move here. But you do fall on the ground. You're not prone though, so you fall back on your feet. I'm not gonna say that you're.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my action surge to get my action back, and I'm gonna try it again. I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Hey, it's perfect. It's perfect.
You're fine. All right. So yeah, this time you learned your lesson within 6 seconds, man. You were just. Ovok is just a quick learner. She's like, don't step there, step here. And then you make your way onto the back of this beast where you basically have it grappled, I'd say, at this point, which would make its speed 0 currently. So you are grappling.
It doesn't fall down to the ground, right?
This thing. What am I... no, it does not currently fall to the ground.
So it can still flap its wings to keep it up. I was just...
you, for those of you that would see it, you could definitely see its wings are flapping to stay in the air vigorously. Yeah, so I'll just do that to kind of lock y'all in there.
Is it still holding me?
It is still holding you. Yeah.
So this thing can carry 2 of us.
It looks to be that. Yeah, it looks to be so.
Oh,
I
my.
mean, you're on the ground though. It's not technically carrying you. You're on the ground. It's not carrying you off.
Oh.
Ovok is riding it right now.
It's sitting on her shoulder like a
Ovok
weird parrot.
She's just like
That's
has
different.
it. Ovok's just like around it, like
Hemlock.
grasping on, like trying to and it's just like snarling, just trying to be like,
is
what
it
the hell?
Is it bumping back and forth a little bit?
No, it's not doing that.
Christopher.
I mean, come on.
It's not doing that. All right, Ovok, that's your turn. So swarm of bats.
I mean,
yeah, they're not super intelligent. So it would just go over to probably Laszlo at this point. Which y'all can still see that. All right, so bitey bite bite. That's a dirty 20, so that's a hit. And so swarm of bats are going to move over past you, Ilaria, as you're already locked into combat with this large thing. They don't seem to really bother with you, and they move instinctively to the cat. They swarm over you, Laszlo. You feel little tiny fangs just keep pricking you 5 times at least as you take 5 piercing damage. And it is Adric's turn.
Alright. These fucking bats. Goddamn bats! I'm going to light up the rapier with Crimson Right. I will take 2 damage, and then I will attack with the rapier.
The swarm of bats?
Yeah, I'll attack the swarm of bats that is on me.
Yep. Just go ahead and roll. Is that your damage already? 18? Yeah, roll damage.
Oh, it's supposed to be radiant. I clicked the wrong one. That's fine.
No,
So 7
problem.
piercing, 4 radiant. I'll go with that. Same thing.
All right. So let me mark that because you took them down. So yeah. So this swarm of bats, basically you just strike out. Your blade glows that radiant, nice glow as it's swinging and singing through some of the flesh of these bats. You see at least half of them fall to the ground. As they're all still kind of trying to swarm around you. Do you want to do anything else?
I would. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I can get to the other side of this thing, right? With my swarm of bats.
You just teleport
and kind of flank it.
Oh wait, you're talking about over here? You're gonna do opportunity attack doing that, but yeah, you can do that.
Oh, so, well, yeah, I guess I'll give it a shot.
So a swarm leaving, even going like right outside, they have like usually their, sorry, it's 0. Their reach is 0. So for instance, if they're on top of you and you move outside of it, then get opportunity attack.
I thought they would just kind of come with me, to be honest.
They're not gonna do that. They don't have movement for that, so. You're going to move out of them, so they're going to try to bat you. And that's 20.
Bat me?
They bat you with a 20. It is less damage. As you move away, just one little bastard sinks its teeth into the back of your shoulder, and you take 1 piercing damage.
I'll take it. That is what I got.
Okay. Next up is this boy, who's gonna go 3, 1, 2. Well, it's gonna go to Adrian because he's right there now. You're closer. All right. So, oh man,
Bats.
that's hilarious.
Too bad you can't swing through the bats to the big bat and just hit them both.
Yeah, if only.
Oh.
That's why they
He's
have
saying no, I can't do that.
area of effect things. Yeah, so it hits you because I'm pretty sure you have less AC than 19. Right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have less than 19.
Okay, well, with a vengeance, this swarm of bats comes at you and just drives itself all over you, just slashing its little teeth and whatnot, picking you apart as you take 8 piercing damage. Yeah, They don't like you. They rolled max on both of those, even though they get +0. That's kind of weird. All right, next up is this one that Alaria shot, which would be Torvin. So Torvin gets to join the party. Yeah, Torvin, you just see this swarm of bats. It's about half the number it once was after Alaria's razor leaf attack got him. It was super effective. Haha.
What are you?
The swarm of bats comes and drives towards you. You lift up your shield and you just feel lots of bats just bludgeon up against it, but you take no damage. So that's good. What is bad is that there's another bat. But it is going to be out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you all see another one of these large bats come in from the east, but it can only get that far before it stops. And then Torvin, you're up.
All right.
What are you doing, dog? What?
So I'm going to.
He's.
Where the hell's my character?
What?
Oh, an actual dog. Got it.
Yeah.
I thought you were yelling at
No,
Torvin.
like
What are you
no,
doing, dog? Hurry up.
he never barks, and now he's just all sorts of barky tonight.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
All right, Jonathan. What you doing,
I'm
man?
gonna come over here and try to bat and pull it down.
You're gonna try to pull the bat down, right?
What?
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
Being I'm 8 feet, I should be able to grab it.
What's your AC?
My AC is 19.
Okay, so it does in fact hit you. The swarm of bats that you just moved out of does inflict 2 piercing damage as you move away from it.
Okay.
And then you're going to try to pull this bat down into basically back on the ground level, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just do a strength. Just do a strength check.
Okay.
Okay. 16? Yeah. I'll actually have it contest with disadvantage because that just makes sense. Or I'll hit the wrong button. Yeah. So Torvin, you reach up and grab this bat that has Alaria, and it has Ovok on its shoulders. It lets go of Alaria as you bring it down to the ground. So Alaria, you're no longer grappled by it. It is no longer 10 feet in the air. And Torvin, you have it grappled currently. And so does Ovok. So y'all just have this weird grappling thing going on. I need to give y'all different icons because this is just funny.
Is there a way I can attack it with my horns?
You have a bonus action? I don't know. You tell me. You're the Minotaur.
Okay. Torvin. Off. Action. Bonus.
It's usually after a melee attack, so I doubt it.
Yeah. I don't have any bonuses that I can use.
You didn't really do a melee attack at this point. It's just a grapple.
Yeah.
All right.
My action is the grapple, correct?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You can use a bonus action if you have one, but it
I
won't be
don't.
with your horns. Okay.
Yeah.
The next up is going to be this nasty boy who's going to move up here, and he's going to target Irina.
Well, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Oh, you do? Yeah, I forgot. Swarm of bats over there. Half of y'all are covered in swarms of bats, so.
Bats.
Yeah, go ahead and get that attack of opportunity.
Good call, Abram.
Alright, yeah, roll
I try.
damage. Roll damage on the big baddie.
Why does it keep saying lightning damage?
Because that's just.
So that's at 15?
It should be.
Oh, wait, no, because it's got the.
17.
Okay.
Should be 17, right? Because it's not going to double the damage. Because you rolled
Yeah,
an 8, and then you rolled a 4 for your first ones. So 13. Yeah, yeah.
So did a third one show up, or is that just on my screen?
I don't see a third one.
No third one showed up.
Okay, so 17 damage. So basically, as this thing moves away from you, you definitely... This is radiant damage, right? So you deliver a mighty strike as this thing moves away from you, inflicting quite a bit of damage. A large wound opens up on its backside, and it's still flying, but it is very much hurt. If I can do math here. Okay. It is going to, so after it moves away from you, it goes over to Irina, sinks its claws into her, dealing 7 slashing damage. What?
Doesn't Selkar get an attack of opportunity too?
Not unless it leaves.
So yeah,
gotta leave his combat range.
Yeah. So not currently.
Is Irina in this fight, or is she just kind of chilling?
She is in this fight. I don't know why she doesn't have initiative. That's a good point. I'll have to give her 2 turns next time.
Can you look at the cause campaign chat, Matt? That is not what it should look like. In the Discord, the cause campaign chat.
What about it?
Are you saying because there's 3 of them?
Yeah, which one is the
No,
one
there's
that...
3 of them.
No, there's 3 of them.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there wasn't 3 of them.
I thought you were talking about something that Adric did. No, there's 3 of these
Oh.
things. There's 3 of these large rats.
Okay,
Alright,
so
so
it's
it
correct
sinks
then.
its claws into Irina. She cries out as she takes 7 slashing damage from the claws. It begins to carry her away. So at this time, Selkar, you do have a reaction.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'm just gonna jump on and see if I can grab her real quick.
Okay, just do a dexterity check.
I have a decent dex, and I think that's what I'd do.
Is there like a chain?
I
link?
think.
That would be amazing.
The curse of how to train your dragon.
That looks like a chain link. We'll just doesn't really, but 17. Yeah, with 17, you're able to grab her, and so it stops. It is 10 feet in the air. She is still within 5 feet, and it stops. But it does still have her currently grappled, much like Ilaria. So grappling there is good. And then next up is Laszlo, who is right here, covered up by bats.
Yeah, and I think I'm just gonna do the 2-handed thing on this bat that's on top of me.
The 2-handed thing? What?
Well, where I use one sword.
So you're gonna pull out your sword.
The other.
So this is a good... Yeah, I should have said this before the thing. So I'm not going to do it in this combat, but after this combat, remind me to tell y'all something about stuff that we haven't been doing that we should be doing. Just say that, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so yeah, roll damage on that. I'll remind myself. 5 damage. You can use Oh no, you cannot use Oh yeah, you can use Colossus Slayer. My bad. No, you can't. You can't. I'm sorry. You cannot use Colossus Slayer. It hasn't been damaged yet, even though there's a Ovok on top of it. So 5 slashing, and then of course you can use your bonus action because we're not implementing that rule currently. 13 is not enough, but you do carve out 5 slashing damage on this bat creature, as it is now, like, it's grounded due to Torvin and Ovok. Yeah, what do you want to do? Anything else? Yeah, movement, basically.
Okay, but if I do movement, it gets an attack of opportunity, doesn't, even though it's grounded?
Yeah, and also the swarm of bats would also attack you.
Okay. Then I'm just going to stay here until I die.
And swing around at the bats. Swing at them. Flutter by.
I'm eating the ones that are fallen, though.
Okay. Well, none have fallen from that group. But good to know. Ilaria, you're up. You're no longer bat grappled.
So I am going to shoot at this guy.
Which guy? Sorry. Yep. Okay.
This guy.
So you just see two of your comrades basically grappling the other one. You're like, it's fine. Go for another one. These magic missiles, man.
Well, they've got him down.
This is the one that's 10 feet flying in the air and has Irina grappled. That's 8, 11 damage. Yeah. So how do you want your magic missiles to look, and how do you want to kill this thing?
Oh, I'm no good at this.
You're fine.
Yours was good a while ago. Just do that one.
Adric didn't like my purple leaves. He hated them.
They should have been unicorn.
Maybe I wasn't shaking my head about your purple leaves. Maybe I was looking at a character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Don't be so self-conscious.
I can't help it.
Matt, he just sent me a message and said, no, it really was Matt. That's what he said in his message over here.
Figured he would.
Why would you do that? Spreading such obvious lies. I have nothing but respect for Matt and his DM decisions.
Yep. All right.
Love you, Matt.
Alaria, you sprout out 3 purple items of whatever you feel like they should appear in your mind's eye. And they
are twigs.
are twigs, yes. See? Look, guys. Is that better than leaves? Is that better?
That's such a great idea, Ilaria. I love it. I love it so
That's
much.
Genius, Ilaria. It's genius.
Great. There's some leaves on these twigs because I said so. So these leaved twigs shoot out and thrust themselves towards this bat, piercing it. It dies. It falls over and dies and shrivels up like a little spider. And then Irina is real happy because she's no longer grappled by it. So awesome. Awesome sauce. Ilaria, I'll give you inspiration for that, which you probably already have. But so looking out for Irina. Sweet. So if you don't have inspiration, give it to yourself. Is there anything else you want to do?
Good. So if this guy is on the ground, could he attack me if I jumped over here?
Yep.
He can?
Yeah, he has only one reaction, but he can take... Well, yeah, he could still take it. His speed is 0 currently. His speed is definitely 0 because of Torvin and Ovak. Yeah, he could still attack you if you go out of his range, which is 5 feet currently.
Yeah.
Also, the swarm of bats.
Right,
Well, no,
good.
swarm of bats wouldn't attack you unless you pass through Laszlo.
All right, then I'll hold here.
Next up is Irina, who's like, thank God, it's no longer bats. She is going to run over to Adric and attack. What's going on with this bat? Is there someone behind that bat? It's just chilling.
Nope.
No, I was behind
yeah,
that
you
bat,
moved.
and now I'm behind this new set of bats.
You're all about the bats. All right.
Adric's pretty batty at the moment.
She has a broom, and she's actually just hitting me, somehow missing all the bats.
Yep. She put away her sword for a broom.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she has a
Wait,
long
who's got the
sword.
doll? Just start beating him with the doll.
I don't know where the doll is currently. You should all
It's strapped-
note where it's at. No.
I think
trapped to my
Obok
bin.
has
Get the
it.
doll out.
Oh no,
Start-
Salkar has
Sorry,
it.
probably has it.
Yeah, I roped it onto a bin. Then I turned it into a little.
And why aren't you
Bindle.
bitch slapping the bats with a stick?
Irina, still bloodied, rushes down to Adric as bats assail him.
With an S?
Yeah, it's a stick.
Okay.
And unsheathes her long swords and slashes at the swarm, luckily missing
You
Adric
would.
and doing 3 slashing damage to this thing. And next up is Selkar.
Does she get 2 attacks because
Oh yeah,
we missed the
you
first round?
missed her turn.
Anything that she's doing to help
broke
me out would be
Selkar.
great.
Second attack does not do so good, but she doesn't hit you, so she misses with the second attack. Selkar, you're up.
Okay.
It broke them.
Okay, I am going to looking around, happy that I can now do something. I am going to cast Bane on the 2 big towering hunks of thingy.
Okay.
Big bat. Actually, it can do 3, so I'll pick the swarm of bat that's on top of Laszlo. I don't know if there's. Yeah.
Okay, what's the save?
Save is charisma.
Ooh, they're so good at that. These are some real sweet talking bats.
Some real sweet talking bats.
The one on Laszlo fails, and so Bane, I'm gonna do this. I'm guessing you said the other 2 big ones.
Yes, it was going to be on the 3 big ones, but fortunately,
I don't know what
Laria
your DC
kicked
is.
ass.
We got a 15 here. What's your DC?
13.
Well, this one saves.
I think. I want to say it's 13.
It's real charismatic. And then probably,
Yeah,
'cause
13.
roll through.
Yep.
This one fails.
So this one's succeeded?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that's being grappled like crazy fails.
Good.
This one hasn't been damaged at all yet, right? It's just having a really
been
weird night.
No, it's been damaged.
Okay.
Alaria. No, wait.
2
Someone
guys
hit it.
mounting it?
Someone hit it. I don't know who. But yeah, it's been damaged. I think it was Laszlo. Laszlo hit it with his sword.
So yeah, those creatures have to roll a 1d4 and subtract that from all attack rolls and saving throws.
Fancy. That's concentration, right?
It is concentration. So yeah, I gotta. How do I concentrate? I'll concentrate with a little man looking like he's, I don't know, upset or something. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I am going to give a shout out to Alaria, who is still grappled. Yes? No, or is she not grappled
No
anymore?
one's grappled currently.
She
No,
was
not
hurt
true.
though, wasn't she?
That's
So for
not
the
true.
bat.
The bat. There's a wrestling match going on. To the
It's having a really weird night.
It's
Torben and
having a
Olo
weird
are
night. Okay.
competing on
I
the
wanted to
dominating the
wrestle
bat.
2 weeks ago, and now I'm getting my wrestle in.
yeah,
You
you're
get
really
your
good at
wrestling.
wrestling. Getting it out.
Okay.
Obok switches, gets off the bat, gets on Torben. Yeah. That's what I
Oh
really
my god,
I
don't
didn't hear
suggest
that.
that. Now I want to do that.
This is the match I
Okay.
really wanted.
And I want to do a bonus action just because. So I am going to cast a cantrip, Spare the Dying, on Alaria.
Is she
Doesn't do
dying?
anything. Nope. She's fine. I just want to cast a bonus action. Damn it.
Does that have
I'm going
range?
to.
No,
it
it's
is a-
touch.
No, it is not for me. Woo, Grave Cleric, 30 feet.
Yeah, you're so great.
I know.
Why? All right.
So yeah, Selkar does this to the wind, basically. Next up,
You feel a rush of warm magic.
yeah, and then
Alaria
it
does
goes cold.
nothing.
He blew her a kiss. Made her feel better.
All right.
Real weird, man. Real weird.
I'm getting old. What can I say? I'm getting old.
Okay, so this bat is going to try to bite someone.
Mickey, whatever you're into.
This bat is gonna die laughing because these are good jokes.
So good. Yeah, the bat is gonna bite. Ovok's on top of it. 1 second. Who is it gonna? I guess it's gonna bite you, Torben. If try to. 19 AC, right? Which it has.
Yep.
Don't forget to subtract the -4 D4.
Ooh, yes.
Roll that D4.
And it really should get disadvantage. It does have 2 people on top of it.
That just means its speed is 0. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be very good with strength things. They accomplished what they set out to do with those grapples. Okay. It is no longer flying.
And she is free.
And she is free. So, but it does bite you, Torben. Even with I rolled a 1 on the D4, so not so good. But it only does. Wait, which bite? Oh, 13. It only does 13. Is that bad for y'all? I don't know
Yeah,
what
that
y'all's
that
number
hurts.
is.
Terrible.
Sorry. It's awful. It just sinks his
It
teeth
only
right
just
into
killed your
you.
family.
It's only
Big deal.
your ancestors feel it, I guess. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm over here bleeding out.
Okay, that's but you're holding on to it. Do a con save for me.
Oh, jeez.
You're good at that, right?
You might
And
grapple
you're a
each other.
barbarian, but you're not.
You only got shot by a 45. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Could have been a fucking AA gun.
Yeah. Okay. You're cool. Yeah. Nothing happened. You're good. You're good.
I thought they were
Moving
gonna
on.
like grapple each other, you know.
Nope. He just bit Torvin after, you know, you don't grab like a random animal, it'll bite you. That's what happened. So Swarm of Bats. This guy down here is gonna move to Selkar, because Selkar's right there. It's gonna try to bite you.
No, I mean, I'm watching my friend get ready to fly off.
This one does not have Bane. No, it doesn't have Bane. Okay, so it
No.
does. It meets
Oh,
your
you
AC.
think I'm on your friend?
So you take 5 piercing damage as you are showered by bats.
Damage. Okay, cool.
The best kind of shower. Ovak, you are still wrestling this. You're still wrestling this bat on top of it. What do you want to do? You
I've
currently haven't
also
grappled.
somehow not taken any damage. So,
You haven't.
okay, this silver short sword's got to be good for something. So I'm gonna start whacking at it from on top of this bat if I can.
Stab in the back of the throat and push it
Okay.
through.
Yeah. Do attack roll with the short sword.
Oh, I don't have that in here. Okay, one more second.
D20, add your dex proficiency. You're a fighter. You're proficient with like everything.
It's every okay. It's gonna be same as longsword minus 2 damage. So let me
It's a
just
silver short sword, isn't it?
yeah, it's a short sword. So the short sword is the same as longsword except it's minus 2 damage, right?
It's a D6 instead of D8. So just do
Yeah.
D6.
I can do that.
But you're still gonna add, you know, stuff. But do the D20.
Yeah, well,
first.
that's why I was thinking I could just do this and then subtract 2. So either way, it's the same amount of attack.
Yep, that's not
So
very
that's 9.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you advantage
Oof.
because you're mounting on top of it, so it does hit. Because I mean that's, you know, you are above it and it's kind of grappled by all of you, so I think it would be pretty easy for you to sink a sword down into it. So I'm gonna give you advantage. So you do hit, roll damage.
Sweet.
Do a
So
D6.
it's going to be 1d6 plus 5, and then I'm going to do a superiority die.
plus 5.
Wow.
It's not plus 5. It's
No,
plus
sorry.
3.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. It's not plus 5.
4, and then you're doing superiority dice to do what?
It does show plus 5 for some reason. I don't really know why, but I do believe
It's
it's
plus 5
plus
to
3.
the attack, but not to the damage.
I must have it wrong in anyway, sorry. Plus the superiority die, I'm going to use precision attack, so that's 1d8
Okay.
plus 2. So that's plus 5 total. So plus 6. 6 total.
Well, still plus your 3, so 4 plus 5, so 9 damage total.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I
So
confused
9
myself.
damage total. So basically, you just take you pull out the silver short sword. It's super handy. Hey, guy with beard. And then you plunge that down. You plunge that down into right next to the spine of this creature, and it just lets out this horrible shriek. I need Ilaria, Laszlo, Torvin, and Ovak to do wisdom saving throws.
Oh, that's not good.
Of course.
You said
You
wisdom,
got the
right?
best roll so far, Torvin. Of course.
I only see because there's two dice and my panel is always open, so I always see the worst dice. I'm like, are you serious? I got a 1, but I'm glad I got something better.
So Ovak, Torvin,
So-
you're good. Oh no.
Can
this
I
doesn't
use
do the bane.
inspiration to re-roll that?
If you want.
Yeah.
You don't take the 13, you just click the button again. That's enough. So Laszlo is the only one that fails. Laszlo, the rest of y'all are able to bear this horrible screech at blank range damage, basically. And Laszlo, unfortunately, gets the full brunt of it. I'm trying to click on Laszlo, but I can't because there's a stupid bat swarm. Laszlo takes Lastly, you take 4 psychic damage. Yep. And then Ovok, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So you're still grappling up there. Okay. Swarm of bats that is on top of Laszlo goes now. It has not been damaged, but it has Bane. So it's going to try to bite. Definitely is not able to. So Laszlo, just with your cat-like quickness, are able to get away without any damage. So Adric's up next. 1 second, I'm going to go off camera, but I am still listening. So Adric, go ahead.
I got something for this. Boom. In the chat.
Yeah, you have to tell me.
That is my reaction. I've been sitting on that for a solid 5 minutes. Anyway. That is my reaction. And then I will just I will try to take another rapier attack at this swarm that is in my hair right now.
You guys have not seen Tommy Boy, and it shows.
Tommy Boy is a great movie. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Tommy Boy is great, but this is a good one.
The bees. Never mind.
No,
Yeah,
well,
I
I did Nick Cage, The Bees.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
I'll grade you that one. That was good.
Not The Bees.
He got a 10, by the way.
A
Matt.
10?
I got it.
That's not that great.
Does he hit
No, it's
that?
not, thank you. Thank you for stating that. I appreciate it.
No, he does not hit. So unfortunately, yeah, you just don't do any damage. As you're swinging away, what is your reaction?
Okay.
Look at that side.
The one right above.
Oh, I was looking at the Ace Ventura thing.
That's the
Yeah, no, that's it. Yep, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Help me!
And now I'm looking
They're
at
in my hair. Anyway, so with that being unsuccessful, I'm going to remain where I am because I literally got bit last time, and I will ready Curse of the Eyeless if they try to chomp on me again.
Okay.
What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Irina?
Irina?
Irina.
Doesn't it say that? Oh, no, it doesn't
I
say
thought
that.
it was
Her name's
Esmeralda.
No, it's not John. Swarm of bats that's on Adric gets to go next. It attacks him. It's still in full force. It got a 20 dirty. So,
I'll use Curse of the Eyeless.
Okay, what's that do? What's that do?
That means I get to roll a d4 and subtract it from its attack.
Nice. Got 20. Nice. That's exactly
Yay!
what you need, isn't it? Yep.
No, I needed a 3 or greater.
3
So it was a 50-50 shot.
No, you needed a 4. 3 would have, it still would have hit you. It met your armor
Oh.
class.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. Yeah, so
Wow.
with that, whatever the Curse of Eyeless, you can say whatever that does, because I don't know its description, but that happens.
Well, essentially it just blinds their vision and they miss me.
You blind the bats.
I will not amplify it. Yeah,
Somehow that works.
bats are blind.
Somehow that works.
Mhm. So I
they're blind
continue
as
to
bat.
dodge their attacks. And that is my turn. Fuck you, bats.
That's your
God
reaction,
damn it.
isn't it?
Yeah,
alright.
well, okay, so two-part reaction. One, I screamed about them in my hair. And two, I made sure that they were blind, or the normal.
So, Alaria, bats. Bats. Wow, man, they must have updated Roll20 because I'll hit the button and it's already there before I even look over there. It's crazy. I got 23, so I'm pretty sure that hits you. It is reduced due to your magic missiles. So you, oh yeah, I should probably take off this because they're no longer 10 feet. But you take 4 piercing damage as this like whirlwind of bats envelops you. Next up is
Who took that damage?
Big boy bat, Alaria.
Oh, okay.
Big boy bat's going to come down here.
Bing.
It's going to
Small blood.
try to go after Irina, which it does so. Irina also goes on. She goes down, guys. Yeah.
Oh,
She goes down
she's
as it
she's a whoopie.
plunges 7 more slashing damage into her. Wow, can I not hit that button? The bat picks her up and begins to carry her away. Adric already used his reaction. So 1, 2, 3. Is that 1, 2? No, that's too far. It's right there. And it is currently carrying Irina. So they have this nice lock thing. Yeah, so you just watch as Irina gets starts to be carried away by this large bat. The bat is currently at least 10 feet off the ground. I say, for the sake of this, Irina is still within grabbing distance of 5 feet. As it just took off. And then Torvin, it is now your turn. This whole session tonight is going to be just this combat. I'm just going to keep bringing in bats. Just kidding. Already
We all
rolled for
try
all
to
y'all
carry it.
stuff. What is Torvin doing? The almighty paladin. He is silent. His new oath is the oath of silence.
Stupid thing is muted all the time. I can't do anything because if I take a hit,
You can do lots of things.
not really. I've got no slots, no nothing. All I can do is hit this guy to try to kill it.
I mean, that sounds
Do
like
it, then.
something.
That sounds like a
something you
thing.
can
Doesn't help the female over there because she's gonna be gone
do.
next
Well, you
turn.
can't be Superman, okay? You're not Naruto. You don't have shadow clones. You're only one man. So go ahead and do your attack. I'm gonna give you advantage on it because Ovok currently has grappled with you, which technically, I'd say between the both of you, it's kind of restrained at this point, so you would get advantage. Yeah, so you definitely can roll damage on that Morningstar. Stop with the eyebrow, this guy.
Would you prefer if I turned my camera off?
No.
I seem to be very
No.
distracting.
No, I'll just keep doing I keep doing a once over of the peanut gallery down here, and every time I do, Adric's just like, can't even do it. This guy's eyebrow, he's doing like the eyebrow thing, or he's just like not like happy about something. Josh is like, no, shakes his head. So one of the two. Anyways, 9 bludgeoning damage. Yeah. So Torvin, that is just enough. So please explain this in very good detail as Ovok is still grappling this thing from above, and you're plunging your Morningstar into its something.
I was just gonna swing as hard as I could up his jaw, and it splatters up into the air.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, so you just give it this mighty uppercut swing with your Morningstar. And yeah, the head just goes flying off of its shoulders, in which
Just
Ovok
sprays all
already
over
has
Ovok.
like a blade into it. It falls to the ground, so I can take off all of your grappling things that y'all have, because it is a deado. And yeah, so that happened. You still have movement and a bonus action if you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what action is it where you take it out of 30? Is that an action? The dash?
Yeah, you would. That's an action to do that. But you haven't moved at all, so you still have 30.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking a double risk.
The swarms can't attack you. They have to be within the same space as you.
Oh, okay.
So they can only attack the people they're currently swarming.
20, 30.
Unless you for some reason move through your ally, which would be interesting. Alright, so you're going over to the north to try to head them off. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Next up is a dead bat. So then Laszlo, still being swarmed over here with lots and lots of bats. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time.
That's a quick question.
Yep.
That ability where I could use my divine thing to do a to recover a spell slot. That's an action, correct?
I don't know actually. It's probably an action because I think your channel of divinity is an action.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Yeah, 6. It hasn't been hurt yet, so it's gonna take the 6 slashing. Are you bonus actioning with your other sword? Okay. That one does not hit, unfortunately.
Same as last time.
Yeah, yeah, but you do inflict 6 slashing. So you see a couple of the bats get severed and fall to the ground.
I ate them.
Somehow you found enough time to eat them as well, I guess. You're gonna have to wait till after the combat to eat them. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. So
Swinging with the
Ozzy
bat in his
over
mouth.
here.
Just being unreasonable now.
Ilaria is next. You're swarmed with bats as well currently. It's a good feeling.
All right. I'm gonna do a magic missile. It's my last one. So I am going to shoot the first one at the bats that are swarming me.
Okay.
And the last 2 will go to this big guy.
Okay. Alright, so the first one goes to the swarm. So you see 1 or 2 little tiny bats fall to the ground. And then 7 damage flies over to this one, trying to carry Irina off. So it is still up, but it does get inflicted by this force damage and lets out a bit of a screech. Still kind of hanging 10 feet in the air, grasping onto Irina. Is that your turn?
If is a shoot. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Okay. Next up is
Yeah,
Irina. Let's roll for a death save. Just do it out on the table. 10. That's good, right? Yeah? So she does good.
Yes, yeah,
good
that's
job,
good.
Irina. 1 success. Next up, Selkar.
Okay, so can I... You might not let me do this because it might be considered kind of 2 actions.
Nope.
But I want to move 5, 10, 15. I want to jump up and try and grab her and hold on, but I also want to cast Healing Word on her.
Is Healing Word a bonus action?
So hold on. No, I didn't mean
Thought it
Healing
was,
Word.
right?
I meant Healing Word's a
too.
bonus action, but I meant Cure Wounds. That's an action.
Well, you can't do that.
So I
You
can
can use a
either
bonus
jump up
action
and
one.
touch her. Okay, yeah, I'll jump up and try and grab her.
Okay,
Why
first
can't you use
you're
Healing Word?
What's that?
Just like run over there, Healing Word, and then jump up and grab her.
I could, yeah, but I want to try and jump and grab her first.
Okay. He's got it all planned out,
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay, so he doesn't want to use that spell slot, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to
Exactly right.
pull her away. So I would do a strength check on this.
Yeah.
Because you're trying
If I-
to move her
Our
out of the
strong
grapple,
suit.
basically. And you're just going to contend.
I was
with
okay.
this.
Yeah, we can try that. I was just going to try and grab on, but let's see. Strength, you said? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one. I hope I roll well. Nope. Wouldn't have mattered even if I rolled a.
You can grab her, but you just don't break the grapple.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just want to try and keep them from flying off. And I don't know. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Healing Word, and she takes, because of Path of the Grave and her being unconscious, she takes full 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points.
So you're
One
gonna
of
go for
those.
7.
Yeah.
All right, so she no longer is that. So she's back to consciousness. And notice that she's being carried off by a bat. She's torn between a bat and a cell car.
Hopefully she's not torn.
It's a tough.
We don't want her to
tough
be
decision.
torn.
It's tough. She's spoken to you in the past. She's like, Is that your turn?
Yeah. Action, bonus action, movement. Yes, that is my turn.
I guess it's just gonna stick to you there. Swarm of bats. By the way, when you moved out of it, its reaction did not hit you.
Okay, cool.
This time it's gonna follow you, try to hit you again. You just feel it clink and clank off of your armor as the little teeny tiny fangs try to hit you, but are unable to do any damage. And Ovok, you are up.
Okay.
Ovok.
How bad is this thing looking? This giant bat eagle thing?
I'm pretty
Why
sure
can't I ping?
that one. Oh, it has taken damage. You've seen it taken a little bit of damage from magic missiles. It is not
Ooh.
bloodied. It's just kind of roughed up a little bit.
Okay, so and they've grabbed Irina, right? So Chris has Irina.
Chris currently has Irina. He's also swarmed in bats. But yeah,
We'll see.
currently
We'll
has
see how well that goes.
Irina's conscious, and the bat still has her by the grass.
Okay, so I'll use my all my movement speed to go over here.
Okay.
And encouraged by how well that went last time, I am going to try to jump on the bat's back.
Okay. What's your strength modifier?
3.
Okay. So you can attempt that, yeah. Do acrobatics check. 16. It's not bad. Yeah, I'll say that you're able to not climb on top of the bat, but you're able to grab onto one of its legs. So basically, like, it has Irina with one, Irina's being held by Selkar, and now you are currently hanging from the other leg in which that you are grabbing. So we need to, I'm going to move you right there for now, but I'm going to move you here, because you're grabbing the leg. Yeah. So yeah, it's restrained currently from all of that's going on. So yeah. Okay. Is that your turn? I mean, you have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I don't really have anything I can do with bonus action, I don't think.
Okay. Fair enough.
So that'll be my turn.
So next up is the swarm of bats over Laszlo. It's gonna try to bite him. It still gets its large bites. What's Laszlo's AC? Yep, it hits Laszlo. Laszlo, you take 7 piercing damage as the little bats just slowly tear into you. And then next up is Adric. Let me ask, how is Alaria and Laszlo, how are y'all looking as these swarm of bats have been on y'all for quite some time?
I'm down to 8.
So you're bloodied for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty low too.
Alright, Adric's up, and Adric's got a swarm of bats as well.
There has not been a turn where I have not been covered in bats. But I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Matt. I appreciate that. Anyway.
No problem.
I will.
Anytime.
I will. I will attempt to swap more of these bats out with my rapier of the dawn.
Okay.
I do not.
Yep. You don't. You don't. You
I don't
swing
want to
wildly
move.
and
Yeah.
are unable to make contact with the bats, at least to do any damage.
I am Tommy Boy over here.
Yep.
In the chat.
Exactly. Did you want to do any movement?
No.
No. Okay then. Next up is your bats, Adric's bats, who are still attacking in full force. They got a 21, so Adric takes 6 piercing damage as more of these little bats just assail you.
Bats.
These bats, man. I should have kept a track, like, how much damage they've
Probably
done.
lower that eyebrow now.
I mean, all of y'all are still standing, so I guess it's not too bad. This is the swarm that's on Alaria is the one that's been weakened. Alaria, they try to bite at your draconic scales coming out of your wood elf skin. and they can't pierce them, so no damage there. Next up is this large bat that is just pissed the fuck off because people just won't let it do its job. So it's going to try to attack Ovok. Ovok, I need you. Oh, it rolled really. Oh, it has Bane. Does it have Bane? It has Bane. It rolled bad on its damage, but I think it's still might hit with.
You know who doesn't have Bane? My bats. My bats don't have Bane.
Wait,
Thanks, Chris.
Does this have Bane? It does.
I
No,
don't
my
know
bats specifically do not have Bane.
No, but I didn't mark this big one. I'm pretty sure you marked both the big ones with Bane.
I fired the two. I fired at the two big ones and the one over Laszlo.
Yeah. So
I don't remember.
Laszlo failed, or Laszlo's bats failed. The dead bat failed. This one saved. Very charismatic bat.
Oh, it
Oh, this
saved
one
against
saved.
Bane. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, I was about to say, why did I not know that? Okay, yeah, it would have rolled a 4. Okay, it doesn't matter. Ovok, as you are grabbing onto its leg, it has this really awkward thing where it, well, basically it goes down, it flies back down, or it hits the ground, and then it attempts to bite at you, which indeed it does so, as it goes through your armor. Fangs pierce you for 9 piercing damage.
Parry.
Okay, go ahead and roll parry. So
7.
4. Wait, why
It's
you roll
5
twice?
plus 2. I don't know why it rolled twice. It's just the first one.
Okay, so 2 piercing damage, but I still need you to do a con save for me.
Okay.
And you did amazing.
But cons.
All right, Torvin, you're up. I thought the big bats were going to be a problem. It's just these little bats that are fucking you up, it looks like.
Serious.
Torvin seems to be moving in for some sort of attack.
We can't hear you, Torvin, if you're talking. He's gonna morning star that shit.
Yeah. Okay, roll damage. 6. 6 damage. Alright, yeah, so as it gets grounded by Ovok, it still is grappling. Is it still? No, I'm gonna say it's not grappling Irina anymore.
Sorry about that.
Makes sense to me. But yeah, it's grounded. It's no longer restrained, but it's still grappled by Ovok. And Torvin comes in and bludgeons it with his Morningstar, dealing 6 damage. It starts to get bloodied for sure. Torvin, is that your turn?
Can I rake it with my horns to knock it prone?
Can you what?
Can I use my horns to knock it prone?
Immediately
Or
after you
no.
hit a thing as part of your action, you can use your bonus action to attempt to shove it. You can shove it, but you can't knock it prone.
No, I thought that's what hammering horns did.
No, it shoves it.
Okay.
Yeah, prone would be ridiculous. That's like a monk's move, like being stuck
Gotcha.
like that. They used to. There was a Minotaur build in Unearthed Arcana that could do that.
I still have healing hand. Lay on hands. So
Okay.
We haven't had a long rest yet, so as soon as we're done with our long rest, that'll
Yeah.
come back to you.
And laying on
Yeah.
hands is an action, so you have a bonus action. Is there anything you want to do?
that's lay on hands is
Action.
a action.
Yep.
Then there's the thing.
All right, Laszlo, you are up, sir. Sir Kitty Cat.
So we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. See if we can eventually kill
Bats
these things off.
versus cats. That's a miss. Go ahead and do your offhand, I suppose. That is a hit. Roll damage on that. You just don't get your. Yep. Wow, you rolled max. Very nice. So 6 damage. So you have successfully taken out at least half of these bats as they scatter across the floor. Adric, I think you're muted, but I heard you say "fuck bats." I think that's what I saw.
No, I've been keeping myself out of observe. For fuck's sake, these goddamn bats.
These bats. Alaria, I mean not Alaria. Laszlo, are you doing any movement?
I guess it really don't matter at this point because if I move, they're going to attack and I'm going to die. If I stay, they're going to attack. I'm going to die.
Hey, risk it. Run away, and that way, if they don't hit you, they may attach themselves to Laszlo. I mean, to somebody else.
To Laszlo? Why would you mean?
Because Laszlo's right next to him.
Okay,
Wait,
fine.
no, that's Alaria.
You're gonna run all the way over there. Okay, cool.
Alaria.
They're gonna try to attack you. They do have Bane though, so you know.
Minus 1d4 to their shit.
Minus 1d4 doesn't matter. They do not hit you. They got a 6 total. So yeah, you escape out of there. Finally. So good job there. Alaria, you are up now. That one. That one's gonna get hit by something. Maybe. Potentially. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah. So you send out this ray of frost, and the bats are throwing you off, and the projectile unfortunately does not hit its mark. Did you want to do anything else? I don't know what that means. Pinged. Are you moving? Oh, you're moving. Okay. This one does not have Bane, but it has been damaged. You have 16 AC, so it does hit you for 4 piercing damage as you leave the bat's range. How's Alaria looking?
Alaria is looking pretty bad.
Gotcha. Alright. Irina's up next, and she's real mad at Big Baddie Guy. So she's just gonna move over here. She's gonna move closer to the big Minotaur guy. And she's gonna attack with her longsword. She does not hit though. Unfortunately, she goes to swing and the bat just kind of puts out a wing and parries.
Would she get advantage because of flanking?
Not in this case. It has to be like directly.
Is it Ovok directly?
No, not in this case. Like directly.
Oh, it's not as the knight.
Large, because then you would make large creatures way more weaker in certain things. But no, it's my DM flanking rules. That's not flanking. It has to be like
That's
where
cool.
Torvin's at is exactly where he needs to be. So Selkar, you're up next.
Okay.
You have some bats around you.
Yeah. I haven't had much trouble with bats. I don't know what you people are complaining about.
No, bats aren't a
I
problem.
know that Laszlo is looking fuck up, and so is Alaria. But I am not going to do that. I'm going to wait. So I'm going to move here.
Okay, so it's going to try to attack you. It is the lesser version. Does not hit you, so you move out. It clinks and clangs on your armor. Okay.
Sounds good. And then these bats, are they damaged at all? The ones over Adric?
Yes.
I am going to do Toll the Dead on those bats.
Okay.
So they have to make a save of some sort. Hold on, let me find out because I don't remember.
Wisdom.
Toll the Dead. Yeah, wisdom save of DC 13.
Yeah, they critically fail.
Cool. So a 1d12 would put them at 5 damage.
Alright, for their critical fail, I'm going to say that they're going to take twice as much damage in this case. I'm also going to say that's also due to the fact that they're bats and they rely on hearing until the dead goes exactly for that sense. So basically, the bats all around you, Adric, almost all of them just kind of screech out in pain. You see them kind of like burst, and a few of them just burst and just what's left of their blood and other organs and whatnot just kind of fall to the ground. But there's still a few, fluttering around you, screeching. Yeah, they're still
Are
there.
there?
Yeah.
I don't suppose that reduces their amount of damage they can do, Kent, does it?
So swarm rules, when just to let everyone know, I have been saying, like, I've been marking them. So for instance, like, this swarm is now less than half of what it once was. So they do less damage because there's less of them. So
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
But now that she's got flanking,
well. She does have flanking now.
I moved there so she'd have flanking, and then I hit Adric's bats because, well, they're on my fucking brother.
Indeed.
Oh, it's nice of you to remember that. That's great. Thank you.
I had other things to worry about. You were fine.
He's been fighting with bats this whole time. He's just like, there you go. Take my cantrip.
I've been trying to take care of everybody and stop this and stop that, bane and stuff, and you're just like,
I have done nothing but fight bats.
I think everyone has done nothing but fight bats.
These specific bats.
Oh, okay.
Most of the time.
So these bats are gonna move over to Selkar.
I was honestly expecting the Toll of the Dead to completely kill my bats and then those bats to move on to me.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been great.
Swarms can stack, actually, so that would have been pretty funny. So... yeah, so, Selkar, you take 1 piercing damage as one little fang gets through and gets you. Gets you real good.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Ovok is up now, the Lady Ovok, who still has this bat grappled currently.
So who is who's hurting in Thorst right now? Who's bleeding out the rears?
I think it's Ilaria and Laszlo.
Me.
Well, and Irina. She's got 7.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of people that are
5.
All right. So I'm going to use my longsword this time if I can. I don't know if I can do a longsword on the back of this thing.
So you're not on top of it anymore. This is one that you just have it. You just have it grappled, basically.
Okay, well. Okay, so I'd still like to draw the longsword if I can, and whack it, and use a maneuvering attack at the same time. Wait, can I do that when I'm?
I saw it. I saw the
able to.
name.
You hit with weapon attack, so I have to hit first.
Well,
The
yeah.
Skyrim one?
Yes.
So let me try the. See how the
Now
whacking
you're
works.
yelling.
Aww.
You get it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
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 So that didn't work.
Yeah. No, you just shake its hand, and then with your other hand, your sword,
Nice to meet you, sir.
Your sword doesn't hit. As it just like screeches at you. Okay. You still have a bonus action. I don't know if you have one.
Not really. No. Let me see.
Oh,
I can
Selkar,
heal myself.
You need to do a con save for your Bane, by the way. Concentration.
Oh,
End of
that's
turn.
right.
You only took 1 damage though, so it's not.
I have to roll higher than a 1 then, don't I? Hold on a second.
No. So there.
What are the rules for that?
Yeah, if it's beyond like 10 or something like that.
Bane drops.
Did you roll a 1?
I literally rolled a 1. Well, I have a +1 to con save, so it's a 2.
Oh my
But-
god, that's hilarious.
But you said I have to roll higher than. Wait, since I took 1, I have to roll higher than the damage,
There's a default.
or do I have to roll a
and
10?
Right. There's a 10. There's the default, I believe, is 10, and then if for some reason the damage is beyond 10, then you have to do like that number or whatever. But I don't
Above.
Yeah, it's something like that. Where the hell is it? Okay, yeah. So, taking damage whenever you do Constitution saving throw to maintain the DC is 10 equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. So it will always be at least 10.
Got it. 10 or 50. Got it.
Yeah. So you
Yep,
do drop
so-
Bane, which is only on 1 swarm. So whoop-de-freaking do at this point. But yeah. That swarm's gonna kill everyone now. Alright, so that swarm is
My
actually
fault.
up
Sorry.
next. And 1,
It hit me in my funny bone. So that's why. It's the 1 point was in my funny bone, not my fault.
It's gonna follow Laszlo. And then bite him, or try to bite him. But it's not able to. So yeah, good job, Laszlo. You just have some bats on you again. You're right at home once again. Adric, your turn.
Well, my previous tactic has been working so well, I'm just going to try it again.
I love this 2-hour swarm of bat combat. It's great.
Goddamn bats.
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah.
Do I kill the
you
rest
hit
of the bats?
I don't know. Roll damage. Do you still have your right on your thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you do kill them. You do.
All right. Now, with them dead, if I move here, does that mean I get flanking on this bat
Yes. Yeah.
swarm?
Yeah.
Sweet. Then I will set up here for the time being, because then I'm in range of this big bad too, right?
Yes, you are.
Sweet. I'll leave it at that then.
So next up is the swarm that Ilaria left, and it's gonna go after Irina, because she is the closest, and it's Michelle's just smiling over there. She's like, ha. It does hit Irina. She takes 2 piercing damage from the newly arrived swarm. Next up is Big Baddie Bat here, who is still grappled by Ovok. So it's going to try to bite Ovok again. Ovok, can you do a con save for me once again?
Yes, sir.
Man, you are just killing these con saves. Yeah, so it does in fact bite you, so it pulls you in from the same grapple, bites onto you. You take 10 piercing damage.
Parry.
So is that 8 or is it +2? Is it 4?
It's +2, so
So yeah, you're gonna take 6 piercing damage instead.
math.
As you pull up your
Okay.
long sword to keep it at bay as best you can. So next up is Torvin. Duh, bats. Torvin, what is Torvin gonna do?
Oh shit.
He's gonna say, "Oh shit." You can roll damage.
Oh. Sorry.
You're fine. On
I
YouTube,
forgot
I
that was
flagged
for
these
kids.
videos for not for kids, so don't worry about it.
Oops.
Fuck that shit.
Sylvia does that every time she comes in.
Forgot my birthday point.
God, yeah, Sylvia. My goodness. Alright, so yeah, you put this thing almost down on its last leg. When you do so, it lets out this terrifying screech. So I need everyone but Laszlo and Ilaria to do save. What was the saves? Wisdom.
Hey, that's my thing.
Irina saves. Save. Oh, that's not your thing, bro.
Wow. No, it is. Look, I get a +5 to that.
Then yeah, it is. Just
I'm not wise. Just in this instance.
Ovok needs to do
Wait.
a save.
Actually, hold on. I get advantage on wisdom saves. Oh, that's for putting me to sleep or charmed. That's not that.
Yeah, I just need Ovok to do a wisdom save. And then I will declare the damage.
Damage.
Alright, Ovok saved. So Selkar and Torvin, you two are going to take 11 psychic damage from this scream.
Oh, I'm out.
Okay, so Torvin goes down. And Ovok
I'm good.
and
I mean, I'm not good, but I'm.
Adric take 5 psychic damage from this scream.
Parry.
Can't you used the reaction already. You can't do that.
Can't parry an insult,
You
a
can't
psychic
use
attack.
another reaction. You already used a reaction.
But it doesn't say reaction. It only says action. I can only use one opportunity die per action.
That's overwritten
Yay.
by the superiority
Fine.
action that you're taking.
Good answer, sir. All right, 5 damage.
Oh wait, no. Was it Torvin's turn? It's Torvin's turn. Death saving throw, Torvin. Yeah, one success for Torvin as he sees a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Laszlo, you're up and you're covered with bats.
Alright, so
it's a thing.
Can I do a cure wounds on myself?
Of course, yeah. You have 2 spell slots left, I'm pretty sure.
I'm assuming at some point it's gonna roll. Oh, what level? Level 1, right?
Yes, you don't have level 2 spells yet. Alright, you heal yourself for 4 as you touch yourself.
And then I guess I can just do my sword, right?
You can do your sword short. Oh, no you can't. What am I saying? You can't do that. You can't cure wounds and do your short sword. Because cure wounds is an action. So you can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. You have a bonus action, basically, if you want to do that. Or movement. You still have movement. And you do have feline agility, so you can just be like, bye, and just go, like, over
Oh, that's
where
right.
Laurie is.
I can go, like, 60 spaces, can't I?
You can go 60 feet.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
can
we're...
go,
Oh, Lara's
go
way
a lot.
over there.
Yeah, you can go like 12 spaces, I'm pretty sure. 'Cause, yeah. You just can't use that ability again until you don't go no spaces. Until you go no spaces. The bats will try to attack you as you leave. Oh god!
Yep.
Teleported up north. Okay, so they're going to try to attack you. They do not hit you as you move further away from everything. Okay, so you're way up there. Let me move this to show you. Okay, cool. And then Ilaria is up. Bloodied Ilaria. Still in
That's
its
her new nickname.
Yep. She's in it to win
Okay,
it, though.
so I totally forgot about my sorcery points.
Yep,
So
it's good to use
I would like
those.
to trade it. That's a bonus action, right?
I think so. I think so. I can
And
double
I
check
can
real
trade
quick,
2.
but I'm pretty sure it is sorcerer. Yes, bonus action. Yes. So then, of course,
Okay.
use spell with an action.
So I would like to trade those in to get a level 2 spell back. And I will shoot this guy.
Big guy?
Yes.
Okay. With magic missile? Your bread and butter?
Of course.
If you ever play a warlock, you will never do anything but Eldritch Blast, I feel like. But I mean,
And if she sets it up right, it's the way to do it.
can't miss. It's level 1 though, right? So the first 3 hit. So that's 10 damage. Yeah, how do you want to do that? As it's being grappled by Ovok, it dies.
Massive explosion of purple.
Those little sharp, pointy twigs worked really good while ago. So just 3 little twigs just blasting into his body with little purple sprays coming out afterwards.
Yep. It's just
Yeah.
so much purple. Oh man, it's like Samurai Jack where all the blood's black, but for your cartoon it's purple.
Purple.
Cool. Yeah. So it dies as these arcane twigs pierce its body. Ovok, you no longer have to shake hands with it as it falls over and writhes dead there on the ground. Ilaria, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Irene is up, and she's covered in bats, so she's gonna try to attack those bats. and she does attack them for 9 slashing damage, which is enough to slay all of them. So you just see her just do this crazy cyclone thing, and all the bats get severed and fall to the ground dead. She's going to Torvin. Oh, she can't do anything for you. She's gonna cry at Torvin's side. She's just gonna bend down and be like, "No, Torvin, don't die." And then Selkar, you're up.
I did bury her father.
Yeah, she's over there just like trying to see if she could do anything, but she currently can't because she doesn't have actions.
So we've got 2 people, me, almost down, and that's no bueno. Torvin's down, Ilaria looks like hell, and Laszlo is back there not looking pretty either. I am going to...
Laszlo's gone. He's back in Barovia now.
Oh, I see. Okay, he's over there. Cool. So he is out of range.
Agility to just go back to town.
In fact, he's out of my range anyway for this. Okay. So I am going to cast Aid.
Right. What's that do?
Aid is a 2nd level spell, and it bolsters your allies with toughness. Wait a minute. Is it in my thing? I can just do it here. I can show you. 2nd level Aid. Yes, here it is. Submit. So basically, 3 targets get 5 hit points, and their maximum goes up 2, but only for after a long rest. But so it's going to be, I'm going to take 5 hit points. I'm going to give 5 hit points to Torvin, and 5 hit points to.
That's to my maximum, correct?
Well, no, it also increases your hit points regardless. So it increases your hit points and your maximum. Though in our case, it won't really matter.
Okay.
So add, you have now 5. In fact, I'm going to do Irina here.
Alright, so you're no longer
because she's a
unconscious,
melee.
and you're giving her 5.
I think it's 3. Is it 3 creatures within range, and the range is 30 feet. Sorry, Ilaria, but you're out of really danger, and I want to make sure our people that can kill bats can.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough to see, Ilaria. There's some trees and things.
And it is, I think, I can see within range. Schuster, you're within range. Actually, no, it's just within range. But that's okay. Yeah, so me and Torvin and Irina, yeah. A kind of melee group that were looking rough.
Like that. They call for aid and Selkar answers. Cool.
So their maximum goes up. Yes, that is my turn. I am now out of the spell slots. So yeah, that's all she wrote. I don't have any bonus actions at the. Wait, I do have a bonus action. You know, I should have done that instead. That's okay. No worries. That's it. That's all. That's it.
After you heal yourself up a little bit, you take 4 piercing damage from the swarm of bats that are around you. Bye,
cool.
bye, bye.
Now I'm not dead like I would have been.
Yeah, see, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Ovak is next.
Okay. So there, it's so hard to tell where things are.
There's a swarm of bats here. That's the immediate threat. There's another swarm of bats here. That is all that you see that are enemies currently that are alive.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna take a whack at the one above Selkar.
The one on Selkar?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
oh my God! Double 20s.
A pretty good whack. That's why I hate digital dice. Stupid digital dice.
Why is that stupid?
Because he would never get double 20s. Have you not noticed that many of his rolls have been the exact same? Like his
Statistically improbable. But
Oh,
it's true.
I have. I was like, I've rolled double 20s
possible.
before, but
But in digital dice, because they use a timestamp for the random, it is way more probable
Yes.
So, anyways, it doubles the first one, so it's actually more damage than what you currently are showing. So it's actually 21 damage that you're basically just destroying all the bats around Selkar, so you can say how they die, because they're dead.
Okay, so it's like a frog in a blender, basically.
A what?
A frog in a blender.
Oh, okay, that's gross. Yeah. So, Selkar, you're just covered in, like, bat innards, as Ovok carves them all up around you. Ovok, is that your turn?
I would like to move as far towards these. Okay, there's only one left, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
one
just
to.
the swarm. Yep.
Alright, so in that case, I will move the. Right. I'll move to. Damn it. There. And. Ooh. Yeah, that'll be in my turn.
Okay, next up are those bats who are going to move towards you, but they can't reach you. So next up's Adric.
Can I shift to my crossbow and then fire at those bats?
Yes.
Sweet. I'll do that.
This is a pretty bad D&D tab.
8.
I agree.
Just straight 8 damage.
That's enough. How do they die?
Well, as Ovok's rushing into it, or like just fire over her shoulder into the swarm and skewer 3 of them, or however many there are left, onto one arrow to just kind of take the thunder out of her charge.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. So your bolt manages to get to them before Ovok, and vanquishes all of them. So we are now out of combat. How'd y'all like that 2-hour combat? Jesus.
It was,
fine.
as
It was
previously
nice.
mentioned, batty.
Yeah.
It was.
We had to use
very
strategery and,
Oh man, I didn't expect that. Jesus. Alright.
Would now be a good time to mention that I have like 4 healing potions.
Yeah, you are out of combat.
No, we are taking a long rest.
Yeah, I was going to say we should take a long rest at this point.
Let's not
Well-
waste it.
We were
Oh,
trying to,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, we were in the middle of one. By the way, how long did that last?
8 hours.
That combat?
Yeah.
Minutes. I mean, like it
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I know if
How
it
that
lasts
works.
over an hour, we have to start over from scratch.
No, it didn't last an hour. There was just lots of moving pieces. No, you don't have to start over from scratch. You've already had 2 hours, I'm pretty sure, of rest. So
We can go
you
right to
started,
sleep
you
without
started
having
at
to.
dusk. Yeah, let me bring up the map for y'all because we're actually going to take a break since that did take 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and jump into our break. But if you see down here, if I can scroll down, see down there, this is the little orange teeny tiny thing. If you want to zoom in, is where y'all are at. So I can. All of your icons are there because I was having y'all do a marching order, so we'll still use that as representation. But the yellow is where you have basically had your path. The orange, the first orange spot is due to, I'm going to change it to purple, is where you found the doll. And you're currently at the second orange spot that's a little bit down south of that. So, but you did find Alaria found like a very good clearing in this area that keeps you off of the eyes of the road.
Do we know where we're heading on here, Matt, since I wasn't here last week?
Yeah, so if you look on the map, there's the large body of water, Lake Zarovich.
Okay.
Below that is Valaki or Valaki. That is the town where Irina is supposed to be delivered to keep her out of the range and the sight of Strahd, where his castle is right here, Castle Ravenloft. Yeah. So You're just heading west, northwest, to get to that point. You know that the red lines are road, and it is basically the only traveled road within Barovia. But Selkar has asked Irina about the map as far as like some of the different paths and whatnot, and Irina has never left the village of Barovia, so she wasn't much help except for providing this map.
All right.
But yeah, I know we'll get into the long rest or whatever, and this will be the second cycle. And we'll get to that. Or no, you'll be finishing your second cycle with Selkar and Ilaria, and then we'll have 2 more cycles, and then we'll just jump right back into it. But let's go ahead and take at least a 5-minute break.
So how is it Matt says take a 5-minute break? We basically asked for 12, and now we're going on like 15.
I'm just waiting for the rest of you.
I'm eating. I didn't eat dinner before we started. All right. Cool. So...
All right, I'll be right back, Matt.
Okay, don't worry. You'll be dead when you come back. That's fine. Yeah, so you just got a combat. There's lots of bat corpses around. What are we doing?
I'm just going to be laying there contemplating some things.
Harvest them for parts.
So, out of character question, did Irina do anything
She did.
besides get hurt?
She slashed at some bats. She went unconscious. She almost got airlifted. She got healed, and she slashed at some more bats.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, she kicked some shit from here and there.
She did damage like wise. She finished off a swarm of bats though.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So now we are chilling the fuck out and going to sleep.
Harvest bats. Harvest them all for meat and things.
Okay. Is Adric harvesting some bats? Which ones in particular? Just some bats?
Well, I'd like the big ones as well, the one that I was next to, but specifically the little shits that were on me for like 5-10 rounds.
It's gonna have a necklace of wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll survival, Adric.
Be like the opening of Universal Soldier.
Phenomenal. I get all the bats.
Anyone still unconscious?
No. No, I think you. By the way, Selkar, you get inspiration for your aid. Should have told you that.
Oh,
I think you already had inspiration.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't. I am out of inspiration.
Okay.
So that is one thing I forgot to do. I want to harvest a batwing as a trophy.
Okay, like one of the large bat wings or one of the small ones?
Well, how large are the large batwings?
They're big. They're like at least 4 feet.
Batwing cloak.
Could I fold it into a backpack? Because I would like the large one. I just don't know if that's going to be possible.
I mean, you could try to.
I will try to.
Okay, roll survival.
Buttons.
Okay. I'll say Adric, with your survival check, you do your best trying to get something viable from these bats. And you come away with like 4 like chunks of raw meat that you kind of find that could be cooked into rations or something like that. But just this 4 bits of raw meat. And then Ovak, trying your best to... Ovak, have you stood guard? You just stood guard the first time.
Second time I think.
What was the second time? Oh, so this is the 3rd cycle then, if that's the case.
I think so.
Because then you would have woke up Selkar, which would be the 3rd cycle. Okay, cool. There's only one more cycle after this. Alright, cool. So, Ovak, you spend a decent amount of time on this, but not so much that you wouldn't get the rest. But you do pull away with, like, I'd say, not a cloak or anything like that, but a small like sheet of bat-like leather, basically. Bat like hide. You have a decent, say like a towel's.
I have a stack for all my other trophies.
Stop.
Who's hitting things?
I don't know. Someone's mad at their keyboard.
No, it's broken.
You're mad.
Is it because you keep hitting it?
I'm not hitting it. The mic is right next to the.
Okay. All right. Matt, can I like do any sort of like alchemist check? Because I'm supposed to be proficient in that. Do these things have any like poison on them or anything? I have no idea.
You're proficient with alchemist supplies or alchemist.
Yeah.
Kits?
Yeah.
I thought you moved out of that.
No, alchemist supplies. I have them.
You do have the kit.
Yeah.
Or you don't have the kit.
No, it looks like I've got the kit.
Okay.
Neat.
You don't see any poison on these. You don't see anything.
Nothing usable.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Okay.
Okay, so currently Selkar and Alaria, you already did your perception checks, so for the rest of y'all's cycle, the one before the last, all is clear. So whoever's taking the last lookout, you I guess wake them up. I don't know who's doing the last bit. I know Torvin and Ovak did.
I'll do one.
I'm pretty sure Laszlo took the first. Maybe he didn't. He wasn't here. So Laszlo, you want to take the last one with Adric?
Sure.
I think that was our plan, to have one perceptive person per.
Do we both roll?
Yeah, you can both roll individually. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know why it rolled twice.
Double roll. So we need Laszlo to roll perception. I need to consult my sheet. That's the wrong one. Okay. So after the fight, Selkar and Alaria, you both settle back down. Adric and Laszlo take over the watch, both having dark vision. You don't see anything dangerous, kind of come into view. No more of those glittering eyes seem to be around. Adric, you do hear a couple little squeaks coming from one of the bat carcasses, and you see like a rat already starting to feast on one of those carcasses.
I'll nudge Laszlo and ask him, do you want that?
Or, yeah, I mean, I was already saying I was going to bats.
So you're gonna go
I meant the rat. Would you like the rat?
Sorry, I thought you said bat. The bat rat carcasses? No, I should be full off of all the bats that I just ate.
I just figured since he was over there.
Or are you eating the bats?
I told you that. You said something about.
You said you'd have to wait until it's combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll a con save for me.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, they're not poisonous though.
No, they're not. Okay.
Unless they're undead.
You devour a few bats. You seem to be fine right now. All right, but yeah, so there's this rat that he points out, and you're not doing anything.
No, I'm not worried about it. By the way, what were we supposed to remind you of after that battle?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So there's a rule that we haven't been influencing or whatever, and I've looked at it, and I don't like it completely, so I'm going to enforce it, but make it easier. So basically, a lot of times in combat, when y'all switch out items and stuff, it's supposed to take an action to interact with an object to do the switch, unless you have special feats. That's the reason these feats exist. And actual fighting styles as well. So instead of taking an action to switch out, so for instance, Laszlo, when you switch to your two swords, um, especially when you're going from a heavy two-handed bow to your two swords, it's supposed to take an action. I don't like that as much. So as long as you're proficient with the items, I'll say it takes a bonus action. So you can still make the switch, but it will still take a bonus action. So if you're switching weapons that take, if you're holding a shield and you're switching a one-handed, weapon from something else, which means you're taking the time to sheath it and pull out another weapon, it's a bonus action. There are some innuendos in that to where technically you could, for instance, if you're holding a weapon, you could actually take a free action to drop a weapon and then
Yeah, that's what I
pull
was gonna
out a
ask.
weapon as a free action, which you can of course do, and it doesn't take a bonus action, but that means your weapon's on the ground. So it's up to you whether you want your weapon to hit the ground, which means later on, if you want to pick up that weapon, it would take usually a bonus action is usually what I do for that. So just to let you know, if you switch out weapons, it's a bonus action, unless you want to do the thing of dropping, your current held weapon to pull out weapons. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. So yeah, as long as you're proficient, it's just bonus action. That's all. But yeah, with y'all's perception, 2 hours pass. Laszlo, you feel like you need to take a shit real bad. But dawn is breaking at this point as everyone starts to rise. Everyone, you get back your spell slots, you get back your uses for long rest, all your hit points, and if you have used more than 2 hit dice, you're going to get back at least 2. If you use more than 2, then you only get back 2. But I don't know if anybody used all their hit dice.
Mine says up to 1 hit die is what I'll get back, but D&D Beyond, I don't know. I may only have 1 hit die or something. I don't know. I didn't look.
Right. It's depending on your level. Let me just double check.
Dang it. How do I get back there? I think it is this way.
Oh, equal to half. Yeah, so you are level 3, so you only get back 1 hit die right now, currently. So everyone gets back 1 hit die, expended hit die. And yeah, you get back all your hit points, of course. If you did get hit points from aid, they're no longer there. Your hit point maximum is not increased beyond, so put it back to where it was. But other than that, yeah, you're back to max. But yeah, so dawn is breaking. You're in this brush area next to the road heading westward. So yeah, and Laszlo, yeah, what are you doing? Because you don't feel so good right now from the bats you ate.
I mean, I'm just going to keep following along, and I'll stay in the back so nobody sees what I'm doing as I'm walking.
What are you doing while you're walking?
Depends how well these bats are going. Exactly.
Oh, it's hitting you hard. You need to do something now, or it's gonna hurt you. Basically, you're sweating. You're sweating right now. That's how bad it's bad.
Wait, are we moving already, or?
I don't know. I'm just letting know Laszlo's the only one that needs to do something right now because of this current situation. Everybody else is waking up and.
So I'll take a little side stroll into the woods real quick and find a nice little litter box.
Okay.
And while we're waiting on Laszlo, I'll pull out a couple of things for the group to examine. Like, I've been holding on to these things for a little bit. We found them in the house that we now own, and I figured we can put some of these things to good use while we wait on Laszlo to finish his business. So I will place on the ground, let's see, A chain shirt, a cloak of protection, 4 healing potions, flask of alchemist's fire, a bullseye lantern, and a yellow spell book. And my 4 pieces of raw bat meat, which I'm sure I'll give to Laszlo later. But I would say those vulnerable amongst us would probably benefit from having a healing potion. Those without any innate healing ability, like myself, because I continually seem to hurt myself. I would like to keep one, but there are 3 up for grabs. Who would like one? This is a 2d4 plus 2 healing potion, for the record.
I'll take one.
You're a healer.
Sorry,
Go away.
I'll take one. It if I'm out the spots, it would be nice to be able to heal somebody.
So Ilaria gets one definitely.
And nobody else.
So you have
So I
healing
might trade her for
spells.
the cloak of protection.
Well, what is your AC? I should just do that regular. What is your AC?
16.
So that'd bump it up to. It would bump it up to 17, which isn't bad. But would we benefit more from giving it to who's our heaviest AC? Who has the most armor on?
I'm 18.
I'm 17.
Anybody higher than 18?
I'm at 14.
Oh, well, 15's not going to do me much good.
Torvin's at 19, sorry.
It might be useful to have him at 20 or 2 at 19, one of the two.
Or 2 at 18.
Or 2 at 18, yeah.
Or 2 at 17. I mean, we've got a wide range of. It also, for the record, adds +1 to saving throws. So anybody who does a lot of saving throws would probably benefit from that the most.
Or is bad at saving throws.
Or is bad at saving throws, yes.
I'm bad at every roll.
Yeah, but that's not your fault. That's the
No.
digital dice fault.
So since, we'll circle back to that one. Flask of Alchemist's Fire, I think, just does some like 1d6 fire damage or something like that. It does some fire damage, I think.
It does. It does.
What was the healing potion? What does it do?
2d4 plus 2 healing as an action. You can drink it. Or you can force feed it to somebody else who's down. Is that an action or is that a bonus action for you, Matt?
For what?
Healing potions. Healing
Bonus
potions.
action. Bonus action.
Is that a bonus action to take it yourself as well, or
Yeah,
or an action?
Yeah, I just put those as bonus actions. Yeah.
Okay. So I'd probably say Ovak should probably have a healing potion because you get us into a lot of trouble. Jake, you want a healing potion?
Oh.
Okay, 2 healing potions for me. Yes.
He unmuted and then immediately muted back.
I think he's trying to talk.
Yeah, it's not working.
You can type in chat.
Yeah. So what do we have on the ground? What are you trying to... What do we...
So I've got a chain shirt, which is some armor, which is nice. The cloak of protection. The healing potions, which I think we have pretty much divvied up right now. The alchemist's fire, and a bullseye lantern. And some raw bat meat, which I'm saving for Laszlo. Here, I'll type it out for folks.
I think I'm back. Sorry, what?
Yeah. Alright, Jake. Yeah, we can hear you. Kinda. You're a little...
So
robotic.
we have a healing potion.
Hang on. I will show you in chat what I have Just Jesus Christ. Been carrying with me. Oop. God damn. Oh my goodness. That's good.
Here.
Okay. Send. Goodness, this is sensitive. There we go. So that's what I've laid out there. The bat meat definitely goes to Laszlo. So I'm gonna keep one of the healing potions just because I hurt myself to do damage sometimes. I think Ilaria wants one. Chris, you wanted one.
I can.
Ovok.
I just yeah.
Ovok, did you want one? I will
Jake is
circle back to
having
that
a
too.
tough time.
I'm gonna go with I have 2 for now, and we'll talk about that later.
Jake,
Does
you
anybody
just
want the
type
chain shirt?
into Chat if you need to.
Oh, sorry. I don't see the chat. Anything in the chat?
Roll 20 chat.
Oh,
Yeah, because you're just.
yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm having
pretty bad right now. It happens. So the chain shirt, guys. 13 AC, medium armor.
Is there disadvantage on stealth with that, or
No, the chain shirt is not disadvantage.
I will freaking take it.
Yeah, it's not disadvantage.
okay?
I am
Chain shirt's yours.
nice because currently I am. Hold on, let me double check my. Because I think there's one that I can't use because it's chain shirts. What's the AC for chain shirt?
13 plus
13.
2 max dex.
Yeah, never mind. My the scale mail's 14. I get
Scale mail's better, but you have disadvantage
Yeah.
on stealth.
Yeah, I'll take the disadvantage for the 18 AC.
Yep, chainmail's the highest armor really that you can have that doesn't have disadvantage. Well, that's not 400.
There's a yeah, there's a medium armor that is.
There's
It doesn't have
breastplate,
disadvantage.
but
Yeah, that's a what's half? Is it half plate or something? What is it?
breastplate. It's a breastplate.
Breastplate. Yeah.
Okay.
That's medium.
So does no one's taking the chain shirt? It looks like.
Then I will sell it
I
at the
don't
next
think I can
town.
even wear it.
don't think
Sorcerer,
so.
you have light armor, and you have dragon.
Yeah.
Your dragon armor is probably like right up there with it. To be honest, it's probably better.
Yeah.
I will sell it at the next town. How
It's
about the
better-
alchemist
It's
fire?
good for Laszlo. No, it's good for Laszlo. It'd be an increase for Laszlo. His 14 AC would put him to 15.
Then I will call into the trees in the direction that I saw him go. Laszlo, do you want some better armor? Are you okay? You should hydrate.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
All right.
Toilet paper out there too.
I have some extra bat meat. I'm going to go with a no on the bat meat. All right. No toilet paper. But we talk of toilet paper. Let's talk about this spell book. I know nothing about it because I think I looked at it, right, Matt? It was just, I don't know what this thing is.
Oh man. Yeah. Spell book.
Does anybody know what this book is? And I'll show it
Can I
to
look at
everyone. Absolutely. All yours.
I'm trying to figure out where you got the spell book. That was in that house, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's in the house.
Okay. I have to look that up. Oh yeah, it was in that the chest with the dead
Chest
guy.
with the dead guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I have marked down here. Chest with the dead guy.
Yeah, it is. So there were 3 blank books.
Which I think I also have.
There were 3 blank books with black leather, and then there was 3 scrolls. But not
Yeah, I got the scrolls.
But not a spell book. So there's scrolls.
It might have been later because I think it was in the basement level when we had those like 5 chests around, because I have it here with the lantern, the flask of alchemist fire, and the extra mess kit. Whatever one the chain shirt came in, there was a whole bunch of stuff in that one. It might have been in the room where the things came out of the wall at us.
Yeah, there's no spell book in there.
Where the heck did I get a yellow spell book from then?
A yellow spell book?
That's what you said, I think. That's what I have written down here.
Interesting. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. Spell book with a yellow leather cover. Yep, gotcha. That was in the room.
Where it happened? Sorry, go ahead.
Where it happened. Yeah, this is where y'all are talking about ghasts. Gotcha. Man, a lot of stuff went on in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, you've already divvied out the spell scrolls. So yeah, there is this book. So yeah, you're giving that to Alaria to check out?
Yeah, check out. Here you go, you magic thing, you. Check this out.
Ooh, that sounded like flirting to me.
Yeah, very much. Look at this book. It's a very nice book.
Yeah, do an Arcana check there, Alaria.
Where is my spell sheet? Huh.
Right where you left it.
All right. Alaria has disappeared. Hold on. Sorry.
What was in that book?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you know these would happen? That's why you flirted with her first.
And Laszlo, did you put the chain shirt on?
I guess if I've come out of the woods by now.
Okay. Yeah, you had a tough time, but you're good. You've relieved yourself. And Adric gives you a chain shirt. So yeah, you could go ahead and put that on your dude. So now your AC should be at 15. All right. So Alaria, looking over this spell book, with a 20, there are a few first level and second level spells in this book. Written into them. One you immediately notice to be Magic Missile, because you already know that spell. Let's see. I don't know your spell book, so I gotta look at it real quick.
This is like a legitimate wizard's spell book.
Indeed.
I don't think I have everything I know in Roll20. It is correct in D&D though.
Okay, good call. Let me go there real quick then.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, I didn't mean to slow us down, but I've been sitting on this stuff for a hot minute, and I figured we should probably divvy it up.
Alright. Spells. You... You don't know the other ones, but you can make out some of the symbols, so you could take the time to decipher some of them if you wish. If you keep the book with you, and when you have the downtime, you can take the time. But it would take, for the first level spells, it would take at least 4 hours to look over one of them, and then for the second level, at least 8 hours to look over those.
Okay.
So you can fully understand them. So, if you keep that on you...
Do you guys want me to take...
Well, if you'd like to hold on to it, or I can hold on to it. Either or.
As long as you're max.
I mean, I can take it and study on it. I don't know that anybody else in our group could even use it.
Yeah, we might be able to sell it for something. It might be valuable. We don't know. So if you can get something out of it, Great. If you can't, then we will sell it and hopefully make much money. Oh,
So, Matt, if I were to study on this and spend the time, do I just? I mean, does it benefit me in any way? Like, do I learn the spells or?
So it really depends on a couple things. So you can potentially, but it depends on your role when you do take the time. So it's either going to be something that you can pick up and use again, or it's something that might have charges. But it's going to depend on your roles for this. Because otherwise, yeah, technically the spellbook would only be for wizards, but that's not very fun.
or money.
Or money.
And then, yeah, so do we want... My thought on it is, well, I would love the idea of an attuned item. I would love to keep the Cloak of Protection, but I think Torvin would get to 20A, and then if he's right in the thick of things, gets a little bit of a bump on saving throws, which would probably be a good idea.
How would I use it?
You just gotta equip it, and then you gotta concentrate on it for an hour, and then it's tuned to you.
Okay.
When we start getting into the fun stuff, you can only have three equipped at the same time.
Yeah, you can only have 3 items attuned to you at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. Where would I find it? Other gear?
What, like in D&D Beyond, or where?
Yeah.
Just type in cloak in items, and it should give you a cloak of protection.
Yes. Bam.
Unless anybody else has a better idea for it. I'm just spitballing.
I mean, at my worst, that can get me if I use my ability. If I need to do a tank thing again, like I did last campaign. Funny.
I mean, you are our most stalwart companion.
I will always be on the front line, it seems.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Okay, well, we can always move it around. If it needs to move around, that's fine too. This isn't a permanent thing, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 shiny cloak of protection then, and I do not. And I only have 1 healing potion, so I guess I'll just keep the Alchemist Fire for now. And, but Laszlo, between you and I, we should probably get the Bullseye Lantern. Not that we really need it because we both have dark vision, but it's more of like a sneak thief kind of thing. It's up to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Bullseye Lantern. It's all yours. And then Alara, you mark down the yellow spellbook so I can take it out of my inventory.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Did you mark down the spellbook so I can take it out of my inventory and I don't forget about it?
Oh, yeah, I can take. Okay.
All
I thought you were going to try to sell it.
Well, if you can get something out of it, then great. If you can't, then we will indeed sell it. Great. Okay. It's all yours.
Now, is there any particular name for it, or it's just a yellow-bound spellbook?
You just have a yellow spellbook.
Matt, did you turn off your camera? Reset again.
No, it should be on.
What a freeze frame that was.
All right, cool. So I'm trying to keep track of things too on my side to kind of help with everything. But Torvin, did you spend your emeralds at the merchant? I can't remember.
I spent 1. I'll give my note.
Okay.
And I turned in the others for the cold.
So you spent all of them.
No, he wasn't. Wait, I
Yes,
thought he
they're-
said he wasn't a merchant. He wasn't. Wait, or did he say he would take it?
I kept the helm. I exchanged 1 emerald, and I paid for some items with the other.
Okay, so no more emeralds, but you kept the helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gave you gold for it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, what do we want to do now that all the items have been divvied out?
Continue. Wait, finished a long rest, so we continue our way, I guess.
Continue westward on the road.
We'll go west, young man, go west.
Okay.
That's where the living is
And-
best.
Depending on how far we get, I want to point out on the map as we're walking. Do we want to take this northern path and cut out some time and maybe stop by this village, or do we want to take the long way around? on
Wait, is this a
side?
village?
I don't know. It kind of looks like it.
You're unsure. It looks like there's. I mean,
I'd,
it looks
I
like there's
suggest
some
you
sort of
see if
structures.
we managed to catch up a little bit with the tracks overnight. Well, not overnight, but the tracks we saw as we left the village, and the tracks we saw before the light failed were newer. We think we were catching up with Batty. Is that her name?
Granny.
Oh, yeah, why do we want this?
Granny.
Why do we want Granny again?
Granny gave us the map, and she'll know. She travels around, so she'll know
No,
more
Granny
about.
didn't give you the map. Irina gave you the map.
Oh, no.
Irina gave us the map.
I thought. Oh, okay.
No,
Anyway,
just
Granny
wanted to talk
travels
to
around.
Granny. Yeah, she travels around.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to her.
She travels around, so we'll know whether or not we should take one road or the other, or what's less dangerous.
Or we could just take the road. Do we really need to Granny?
So if we
We'll run into her if we're fated to.
So if we come to the crossroads, let's look for Granny Track. If she travels, then she knows best route and safest. So when we get to crossroad, we'll see if we can see which one she took, unless we catch up to her first.
Right.
All right, so you're all moving westward. I just need the marching order, so you can put your tokens left. The leftmost one is going to be out front.
I guess I'll.
Leading
You got it, Ilaria. Perfect.
Rolling perception.
I'll be up front as well.
Also,
I guess
need to
I'll be
know
up.
your pace, whether you're going normal, fast, or slow.
I will be like second or third, and I will just follow the tracks, I suppose.
You said leftmost is up front.
Yeah, leftmost is going to be out front.
Okay, yeah, there we go. And then I think
Really?
Ovok said he was going to join me.
Torvin, I don't know. Everybody wants to lead out front, I guess. Ilaria wants to go back home. And,
Yeah. So who's got the better survival and perception?
That's a little meta.
How did I?
No, we would know that because we spent enough time out here to realize who would know. Yeah, that's not meta. We would have been able to keep an eye on who's seeing stuff and who's not, and who's good in the woods and who's not. At least I don't think it's meta. You know,
well, right
that
now
would-
we have
fine.
Torvin's role, so Torvin's out front with somebody. So somebody go out front with Torvin.
Okay, I'll be out front with Torvin, and I'll go ahead and give him advantage if he's going to roll without asking. Even though I've got the +5.
Oh, I thought he.
No, it's fine. I'm picking. I'm just being a jackass.
So
Ignore
go
me.
roll by yourself.
Oh, I thought he said anyone leading roll perception, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, you're leading.
No problem.
Gotcha.
Let me find.
So we're
Let me.
doing at least this, because yeah, they're out front.
I will. Where's my damn tab? I rolled 20 tab. Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it. Perception. Wait, that's persuasion.
Oh my gosh.
Perception's +5. So add 2 more to that.
Okay. Okay, 9.
Ooh,
You're
that's
across
not
the
good.
board. Yeah. Yeah, so as you all get back on the road and make your way westward, dawn is breaking, so even though you do have this obviously like fog covered, overcast, light is still penetrating somewhat through it, giving light to the road and the forest on both sides of you. Torvin and Selkar, you don't see any danger, any movement, or anything like that, but both of you notice that something just seems off. Like, just something, you can't quite place it, but just something just seems off. As you're just keeping an eye up the road ahead. The road ahead, it goes on for quite a bit. You can't see, like, the bend or anything. But yeah, just something seems off.
I look over to Selkar and I say, "Do you feel that? Do you see that?" Selkar's with me, right?
Yep.
Sorry, there you go. Yes, it doesn't feel right or look right. Not. Hey, Adric.
Would my
What's it look
Hunter's Bane help me out here?
Roll perception for me, Adric.
Perception.
Or Ovak is right behind
Hunter's
us.
Bane's not going to help you with this. Selkar, I will say, I will say you notice that as you were packing up stuff from the camp and whatnot and getting back on the road, you couldn't find the doll.
Oh,
The
okay.
doll's gone.
My stick gone too. The stick that it was roped off to, or is it just the doll?
Just the doll.
Just the doll. So I still have the stick. I still have the rope, but the doll is gone.
You
Okay.
couldn't find the doll.
When I packed it up, I didn't notice my hands looked young again or anything, did I?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't look old anymore. And of course, nobody saw it in the first place, so
You're just crazy, anyways.
who knows? Who knows if they believe me?
Adric, you like, you hear both of them, and you look around. You don't spot anything kind of out of the ordinary, even though this is a very dark, gloomy place. But yeah, something still seems off to you, like something you can't quite place. And it's nothing to do with, no, I think with your roll, just something seems to be off.
Alaria, Ovak,
So, yeah, all three of you are kind of like
the arena.
up front.
Yeah.
Where's Arena? Oh, she's back there. Got it.
Are y'all still traveling? Are y'all discussing something? Or
I'd say we pause and take a look around. I would.
It's like a brief reconnaissance.
okay.
Yeah.
So y'all are just stopping on the road. Okay. Irina's like, what's wrong? Is there something? Is more danger? Are there bats?
I don't know, but something is wrong.
Well, not wrong, but off. Might just be the suppressive place, but we'll do a quick circle around the area and see if there's anything off. Like 20, 30 feet off the road, and then back in, see if anything pings.
Alright, Adric, you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, is anyone going with him? Is this just solo Adric?
I'll go ahead and go with him, and also cast Eyes of the Grave, just to get a feel for, any of the undead around or not.
Okay. Yeah, you cast Eyes of the Grave. Nothing pops out immediately. Go ahead and roll perception as y'all are doing this. Is anyone on the road? Are y'all doing anything while they're like taking this look about?
Why did it do it again?
Don't know. You only rolled
Oh wait,
once.
no, I did. I rolled once. Never mind.
You rolled once. Double 20.
I've had a problem with doing it twice.
Okay. So I'll ask that again. Anybody not walking around with Adric and Selkar, are y'all doing anything as they're walking around?
Yeah, I'm looking around at like looking out through the woods and back down the road and just observing everything around me.
Okay, do a perception check.
I'm gonna pull up my sword that I have on my hip. And then I'm gonna say what?
The longsword?
Yes.
Oh my
And
god, I hate these freaking rolls.
I'm gonna scout ahead just a little bit while they're looking around.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna step ahead on the road looking.
Okay, so you're just gonna go out and look that way. Okay. You can do a perception check too as you're forging ahead a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Ilaria and Torvin. Ilaria, as you look up and down the road, nothing's coming into view. You're just seeing Torvin step out further up the road. You do something seems off as you're looking around. Like something just doesn't seem normal. Torvin, you step up and make your way up the road some, and you still get the same feeling, but you still can't discern what it is. But something is definitely not. It doesn't feel normal to you. Selkar and Adric, as both of you make your way into some of this like denser brush coming off of the road, because the map doesn't really show it, but it's just really for vision perspective. But the forest comes right up to the road, pretty much. It's almost flanking it. So you make it into this like dense brush and whatnot, and what you both discover pretty quickly is that where you could see in shades of gray is no longer the case. They are shadows and they are black.
Magical darkness. Magical darkness.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That is very
So-
bad.
We'll head back to the group, I think.
Yeah. Slowly.
Yeah. We
Cautious.
didn't notice anything. We are just two travelers going back this way.
Is that to the north of the road or the south of the road?
Y'all were just up to the north of the road. You didn't make it all the way back. This is something y'all noticed pretty quickly as you moved into the brush.
Oh.
And just get back to the road and kind of shimmy people along, like gesture them to move faster.
Okay. As you do make it back to the road, looking over your shoulder into the brush, it is still no longer gray, shades of gray. It is still the shadows and the dark black.
Is it getting closer?
Yeah, is it following us?
No, nothing is moving. It's just where you would be able to see before in shades of gray is no longer the case. It's shadowed in darkness. So
we're just not seeing a wall of darkness.
No,
okay.
There's no wall approaching you or anything like that.
Wall of darkness, or okay.
No.
Okay, nothing changed. It's just nothing changed. Okay, got it.
These will kind of. I'll convey in a low voice. Those woods are magical. There's a magical darkness in there that we cannot see through. I do not like it. I do not know what's in there. Let's just move along quickly.
Okay. Does everyone follow suit and moving along, I'm guessing? If not, say so before y'all move along.
Yeah. Nope.
Now, Ovak, I specifically said it was. I didn't say it was evil. I just said that it's magical. Okay? Don't go tearing off into the darkness.
But as they do say that, I will say for those of you that look around to the forest, you notice where you could see shades of gray are dark shadows of black, and you can't see through them. Irina looks really confused. But you press forward, and whoever's taking the lead, just let me know, and we'll do another perception check.
I'm already, I'd say, about 10 paces ahead. So.
All right, so who's joining Torvin?
I'll go ahead and join him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your perception checks. Just roll them separately.
Okay. Persuasion this time. No, perception. That one.
11.
Ooh.
And 17. Okay. All right. So continue down the road. for at least another hour or so, still looking around. Much of the same. The shadows within the forest on both sides have, dark shadows that you can't see through. Your dark vision is not piercing through any of the shadows through these woods. And you continue on, but there is currently no danger. Let's see, Torvin, you see coming off of the road is a foot trail that looks like it cuts through the wilderness, and it cuts through the wilderness to the south. I'm gonna put y'all right here now.
Who's with me?
Selkar.
Okay, I kind of tap on the shoulder and say, some footprints here.
Not footprints.
What are the footprint?
Oh, well, yeah,
Oh.
I guess it's a foot trail, but I guess I don't know. It's a foot trail, but it's not a foot trail. So I guess it's just a worn trail is what I should say.
Oh, okay.
But it's not footprints. You can't discern footprints. It's just like a worn trail.
Okay. So,
sorry, it's misleading. It's the book text. So
yeah, it's a path basically.
It's a very small path. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little like well-worn path that leads to the north through the woods.
I'm assuming it looks big enough for.
I mean, the footpath itself is small, but of course you can still follow it through the wilderness. It does disappear into the darkness as you cannot see with your dark vision through the trees.
Yeah. Something's been to and fro here.
Oh. Does it look like it's following? Say that again. Does it look like it's following the road?
No, it branches off from the road and goes
going into the woods
towards the south. I said the north, the south.
Okay.
Going into the woods, yes, into the forest.
What are the footprints? Look
There's
human?
no footprints.
Just a path.
It's just a worn path. Yeah. It's a small, slender worn path that goes.
Any cart tracks that either follow that or follow this? Can we see?
Do an investigation. If you're still looking for those, you're looking for Granny's cart tracks.
Yes.
Okay.
Though I would probably ask. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you want to ask Adric, that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to ask Adric. Do you see any cart?
I would have been kind of trying to keep an eye on those if that's what we were looking for.
Yeah, just do an investigation check for me.
You got it. No.
Okay. I mean, you see tracks on the road. You just don't know how fresh they are. They don't look freshly made, but you're not sure if they're 6 hours old or days old. But they stay on the main road. They do not go off into this trail.
No tracks go that way. I'd recommend we maintain our course for now. All time to get sidetracked later.
Agreed. No reason to get dead in woods.
Okay. So you are continuing?
Yeah.
All right. Whoever's leading, do perception checks as y'all just press on.
Can we mark that on our map, though, where that path is?
Yes. I'll go ahead and mark that with...
just so we can come back and investigate at a later time.
And then I'll put some text next to it. Huge text. I don't know why it's huge, but I'll put smaller. Oh. Why did it do that? So we'll just do this one. Okay, so we got a 11 and 19. And then I'll just mark there. Okay. All right. So yeah, with 11, 19, much of the same. As far as going through, you do actually get to where you can hear water coming from the north. You hear water rushing. Selkar does. Torvin, you don't, but you still see the same from the south. You still see the same, like, you can't see through the forest. The shadows and whatnot are dark and black. But yeah, you're making your way out through there. Okay. But no danger. And nothing... Yeah, nothing spectacular. Just lots of road. Are we continuing on? It is not dark, but you do notice that the sky is getting darker at this point.
Time to start looking for camping place, then.
We should be. We might be able to make the crossroads by nighttime, or the fork in the path by nighttime. That would be a good waypoint for us.
True.
It's not like any of us are afraid of the dark.
Speak for yourself. This dark is different.
Well, that dark was different.
If
I'm saying we can see through
light
normal
that
dark.
bullseye lantern, would that help any?
What was
Like
that?
the what now?
Didn't somebody have a lantern?
Oh, the little bullseye lantern? Yeah, that just throws light in one direction. It's like a thieves' tool.
It's
You
yeah.
also still have torches and things, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you'll have
Plenty of
things
torches
that
and whatnot.
and
I've got a
spells.
bundle of 30 torches and 15 candles. We're covered.
Yeah, as far as light goes, we're good.
Okay. Are y'all pressing on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If the same people are leading, do another perception check for me.
Should have mine up unless you know. Oh, wait,
No,
you wanted more?
You
Okay,
need another
another one. Okay. Yeah, doobie. And now I think I know where perception is.
Okay. All right. So.
If I can just say one over and over.
What's that?
Yeah, am I getting 11 over and over?
You got it twice in a row, but then Selkar got 11. There's been a lot of 11s in the last. There's been a 50% chance of 11s basically in the last few rolls here. Okay, so as you continue on, everyone's following. Much of the same as far as the forest. Your dark vision is not able to, for some reason, the blacks are black. There's no grays, and the sky is getting darker. But it looks like there's still some time for I guess daylight, as you would call it in this region. And you're closing in on the fork in the road. I will also say that y'all are getting you're not there yet, but y'all are getting close to exhaustion as you're moving through this, because y'all have been traveling for quite a bit of time at this point. But y'all could make it to the crossroad before getting exhaustion, just to let you know. And Selkar, you'd probably be the best one to do this. Actually, anybody's proficient with survival.
That'd be me.
Okay. Then yeah, you could do a survival check. Anybody that's proficient with survival. Okay, so Selkar 21. Is anyone else doing it? Laszlo 14. Okay, so yeah, so the both of you would know that there's still at least 2 hours left of light, like right around 2 hours, if you wanted to continue traveling.
Okay.
Just based upon your already travels.
And do we know if the do we know about how far the crossroads is, judging by the map at all?
Yeah, I'd say
We-
judging by your map and the way you've, if the map's correct, it's kind of hard to say, because you're reading the map, but the map doesn't say you are here.
Sure.
So do an intellect check for me.
Intelligence.
Okay. Based on the fact that you heard the river earlier and looking at the map, and the time you've traveled, you would know, like I said earlier, you should be able to make it to the crossroads before exhaustion and before dark,
Okay.
which would be less
Okay.
than 2 hours.
And Adric, you'd like to make it to crossroads first?
If we can tonight, if we press on a little bit, then we will be there, and then be able to make good decision first thing in the morning.
Okay. Then let's continue.
Okay. You're continuing. All right, cool. Okay, so go ahead and do your perception checks again. I want everyone to do a perception check for me. Laurie. Wow. Damn. We just need Ovox. And Jake is no longer with us. He isn't in the channel anymore. I guess his internet dropped. Alright, so we'll just continue on. Hopefully he'll come back. Okay, so as y'all are moving in, darkness is closing around you. All of you, Ilaria, even with your crit success or crit fail, you're probably the last one to notice. But your sight is not, your dark vision is not working, basically. Like what you would see in shades of gray, off into the darkness, into the distance, is black now to you. Selkar, I'll also say, with your crit success, and Laszlo with your 20, Selkar, you look at, just as you're walking, your brother, you look into Adric's eyes and something seems off when you look into his eyes. Laszlo, as you and you're bringing up the back, so for you, actually you don't notice anything because you're just bringing up the back. You just notice that the vision, you can't see, is that where you would be able to see at this point, as basically darkness is starting to just cover the land, basically. But you all see at the crossroads, because you've arrived, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, so where you came. Sare Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki southwest. Also, the northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the northwest, does that. The southwest fork clings to an upward slope across from the gallows. A low wall crumbles in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. So you still have that heavy fog, still kind of moving about, and it is shrouding these graves. But darkness is, it's closing in fast, and
maybe not the best place to spend the night.
The little gals creep you out. I mean, they're just good view. We can see if anything that's coming. Up to you. Up to you all.
Well, I just think with graves, there's undead, and this is a lot of undead around.
Wait, do you actually know that for a fact? Did I miss that?
Yeah. I mean, we've already talked about ghouls and other things that are.
He's just talking about in this whole
Yeah, and
Oh.
region. Yeah.
yeah, not specific to. I just mean, yeah.
We slept in a clearing last night and we were attacked by bats. I think it's just dangerous land.
Could be. Do we kind of look around? Do I see a good place for a camp?
You can do survival. So
Not good enough.
what? So of course you do have the gallows. If you do wish to be right next to the road, if you're looking off to the road, you do find to the north, where the forest is close by. It is dark, very dark, and black and whatnot with the shadows and everything. And but you can find a place that obscures whoever would be on the road, inside the brush that way to the north.
So far, we haven't had any problems from the road itself. All our problems have come from off the road, and we're on the road, correct? Like, the bats came from around the road in the forest, and...
I mean, the bats came at you, yeah, at night when you were resting, so... I mean, that's true. You were on the road when the scarecrows dropped off their posts, but they weren't on the road. The doll wasn't on the road. If that's still a scary thing to y'all.
Especially since now it's gone. Yes, it's a scary thing. What does everybody else think? What does everybody else think?
So I'm guessing you're going to bed down for long rest, most likely. Otherwise, you are going to incur exhaustion because you've been traveling, the entire day, and you've made a lot of ground. Like, these little hexes are like 5 miles, so you've made good progress. And that being said, because you're on the road, but yeah, if you go further, you're going to incur exhaustion. So you all really need a rest. So. Other people that are playing D&D with us, please speak up.
I would prefer to do a long rest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying anything because I'm just with the. I mean, I don't have any.
We seek your opinion, Torvin.
All ideas are welcome here.
Indeed.
The theater of the mind.
Unless they're stupid.
Unless they're Chris's, right? What he said.
All right, so they were also asking, where would y'all like to rest?
North, south. I'm a big fan of sleeping right on the gallows because I'm not superstitious.
You're just
Chris.
Superstitious?
Just a little stitious.
I love it. Love it. Yeah, I was thinking of the graveyard, not the gallows itself. I didn't like the idea of the graveyard.
Okay, what does the paladin think of this, or the cat, or the sorcerer?
I'm good with just about anything. Just give me a box to curl up in.
Okay.
Any trees?
What about you, Ilaria?
Up in the trees.
I'm good with the long rest and wherever y'all want to camp. I mean, we've ran into trouble everywhere that we've been, so I'm indifferent as with that.
Yeah, so we're going to run into trouble wherever. So let's pick a good defensible location and set up there.
kind of been letting the brothers do the decision making.
And look how great it's done. We've only been attacked by bats, ghouls, Strahd. Yeah. What
Zucker
could
tried to
possibly go
fight
wrong?
one guy who used
I know you had
and
said
picked up a
earlier that
doll.
there was like a crumbled wall. Is there any part of that wall that is standing that we could use as cover?
It would be very small cover. It's mostly crumbled down to like a couple feet at the max, and that's where the graves are inside of that. So if you want to camp out there, you can. I mean, there's room for all of you.
Okay.
It's very small. It's not a high wall. It's not going to give you a lot of cover, but there is a little bit of cover if you don't want to be in the dark brush. Which I will say, as a lot of this conversation is going, it's getting very dark. The darkest that y'all have ever seen, except for maybe Torvin before he was a Minotaur. So Torvin, you're starting to notice that back with like your Goliath sight, the world is getting dark as what used to be the normal for you.
Got you.
Let's find somewhere where we can get a good vantage point at the very least, and then we can keep our eyes open and hopefully see any trouble before it gets too terribly close. Wake everybody up and then fight for our lives one more time this evening. Is there anywhere that looks like that around here? Anywhere that like has a good vantage of the options?
Unfortunately, there's a hill to your west. It's a good distance off, so that means you're actually on lower ground. So, I mean, you could. I mean, the graveyard is probably the best like formidable. The gallows is up a little bit off of the ground as it's this wooden ruined gallows.
Yeah, but it's also you can be seen pretty easily from a lot of different directions.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I hate to see it, but the graveyard looks like our best bet. Provided zombies don't come up and grab us and pull us down.
Do any of us have detect undead or anything?
I have something similar, but it's I have to see it.
Yeah.
They'd have to be active and right there,
Well, we just have to be extra careful and watch tonight.
So Matt, could I use
What
my
about
alarm spell?
on the other side of the wall from the graveyard?
Well, that's the road.
What spell, Laszlo?
Alarm. It says you can target the door, window, or near within a range that's no larger than 20 feet.
Yes.
So if we all camped within that 20-foot range, we set alarm in that area, and if anything comes in, it's going to wake us up.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We all stick together. We keep a very small footprint, and then if anything wanders in, dead or otherwise, then the spell will notify you, us.
It lasts for 8 hours, and that's a long rest, right?
He can make it an audio sound, or it can just be for him with alarm. And yes, it lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, I would make it an audio sound.
I like this. I like this plan.
Okay. All right. Cool.
To the graveyard.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say for the end of this session, hunker down into the graveyard. And yeah, Laszlo, you go ahead and do what you need to do to set up the alarm. Whoever is going to be picked will start next session. Whoever the two people pick and do perception. But night is upon you, and your dark vision isn't working.
Did we light that lamp, that bullseye lantern?
Did you? I don't know.
I was asking, should we? Well, Laszlo has it. He can set up.
Down, I would say no. If
Well,
we're already in camp, I wouldn't light a lamp at this point because that might draw.
It might draw attention, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we'll leave it there if that's fine. Any other final things before we end it for tonight?
I guess I'll
Everybody be ready
attune.
to light a torch in case we get attacked.
I'll attune my
To the cloak?
My cloak, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to start. Okay, sounds good. You're going to spend some time studying that and attuning to it.